It's 2:32 in the morning. We in the booth high in the motherfucker. State gang, the mob. True sippers. We in too deep. It's a lot of motherfucking hating going on, but that ain't shit new. The money still coming, these niggas still hate, these bitches still choosing. I'm in the streets daily, hopping out fresh courtesy of the gayo. Got a knot in my pocket, same side as potatoes. The money still coming, these niggas still hate, these bitches still choosing. I'm in the streets daily, hopping out fresh courtesy of the gayo. Got a knot in my pocket, same side as potatoes. Money gotta shine, so money gotta bubble. You say you icy, but your diamonds looking super cluttered. I look like a skeeper, pocket full of faces, paper ain't an issue. Shawty jockey say look like I'm signed to Def Jam. I'm independent, baby girl, I'm just going ham. She say she love my diamonds, she wanna wear my jewelry. I'm a lottery big bitch, call me Stephen Curry. Club pitch black dog, but my chest glowing. I'm kinda cocky, talking shit like I'm Terrell Owens. A Mary Jean, Jordan 12, and a white tee, look like I'm shooting a movie every day. Call me Spike still coming, these niggas still hate, these bitches still choosing. I'm in the streets daily, hopping out fresh courtesy of the gayo. Got a knot in my pocket, same side as potatoes. The money still coming, these niggas still hate, these bitches still choosing. I'm in the streets daily, hopping out fresh courtesy of the gayo. Got a knot in my pocket, same side as potatoes. I'm with a white bitch, same color in my kids. If you got your money right, you get them all white bricks. You can tell a nigga shining, take a look at my wrist. Got them all red diamond like your girl lipstick. I got these hoes sick, I got these hater mad. I'm popping rose bottle, I'm rocking Gucci tag. Got a stupid crazy swag, nothing like you wanna be. Some Texas, they Brazil, 2 for 20 up in Applebee's. I look just like a masterpiece. You should hang me on the wall when she wants some dope dick. I'm the one your bitch can call, getting money all year. Winter, summer, spring, and fall. Nickname Shawty Low, nigga, I done it all. State gang. The money still coming, these niggas still hate, these bitches still choosing. I'm in the streets daily, hopping out fresh courtesy of the gayo. Got a knot in my pocket, same side as potatoes. The money still coming, these niggas still hate, these bitches still choosing. I'm in the streets daily, hopping out fresh courtesy of the gayo. Got a knot in my pocket, same side as potatoes.
Get back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. I'm doing me. Hey, yo, get back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs and insurance. Hey, yo, get back with my feet up, get back with my feet up. Get back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey, yo, get back with my feet up, get back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. Way to work naked like a skinny dipping, no crossing, needed for this crucifixion. Fold out, couple screws missing. Paranoid, believing superstition. No paper in the river fishing. Need a stove, what a nigga kitchen. Without a diamond, still shine glistening. Set around so everybody eating. Call it strong, trying to coalition. Mathematics, simple addition. Bad luck like a bad chick. One of the few, still a better street, no matter what. Never act different, no GPS. One the neck tripping. Money cup, guess I'm back sipping. Like Jason Kidd, I guess I'm back a hey, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing jumped off the porch with drugs in his toes. Hey, yo, get back with my feet up, get back with my feet up. Get back with my feet up, in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey, yo, get back with my feet up, get back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the one influence me. Hey, yo, get back with my feet up, in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs in his toes. Hey, yo, get back with my feet up, get back with my feet up. Get back with my feet up, in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey, yo, get back with my feet up, get back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me.
State gang, the mob, true sippers, we in too deep. MoneyBoy, MoneyBoy, MoneyBoy trade. MoneyBoy, MoneyBoy, MoneyBoy trade. MoneyBoy, MoneyBoy, MoneyBoy trade. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them check. 100 round shooters on deck. These niggas talking, but they not a threat. BB is damaged and pants on my neck. Jacking my spread. Pour up before, pop me a hit. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm thinking, I'm fire, I'm hit. Stay with the bag, I'm cashing them check. 100 round shooters on deck. These niggas talking, but they not a threat. BB is damaged and pants on my neck. Jacking my spread. Pour up before, pop me a hit. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm thinking, I'm fire, I'm hit. It's a go 10 and 4, it's a bed. On the ground, about to cook me a jet. Niggas mad when I stun and I flip. With precision, I'm gripping the jet. Burn a brain while I'm gripping the net. No dealings, I just want some fit. I'm a dog, it's a shame on my mess. Go hard and shout out to my ex. Play if I move it on to the net. Out in Brooklyn, of course, that was the net. I'm shining, I'm bliss. Like a beacon that runs with a friend. VIP talking shit with some jet. Take it simple with Yankee the mix. High fiving with guys in it. Don't ego, my life is the shit. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them check. 100 round shooters on deck. This nigga talking, but they not a threat. BB is damaged and pants on my neck. Jacking my spread. Pour up before, pop me a hit. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm thinking, I'm fire, I'm hit. Stay with a bag, I'm cashing them check. 100 round shooters on deck. This nigga talking, but they not a threat. BB is damaged and pants on my neck. Jacking my spread. Pour up before, pop me a hit. I'm saucing, I'm dripping, I'm wet. I'm trending, I'm thinking, I'm fire, I'm hit. I get it, I'm gon' pull off in a hurry. First two truck, I said into my stripping. No time to kick it, I'm busy, I'm working. I just suspended, I'm still out here serving. 30s and green, 3 stacks of rain. Pulling up train, form machine. Infrared beam, carbon 15. MoneyBoy trade, that with no wing. My bottoms is red, robbers is green. Go to my body, I feel like a dream. Go to one center, course, I watch it clean. Free rich and water, but on for the lean. Fuck your opinion, that's all that I strain. I was 14 when I had a drain. Dollar sign, go for the green. Never go funny, go sippin' on lean. Pop me a bean. Swaggin', I'm fresh and I'm clean. Feeling like Jordan, I'm wearing Supreme. Rolling up, smoking Supreme. Infrared beam. Carbon 15. Precise like a surgeon, I won't miss a thing. 24/7, I'm flat with no wings, bitch. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. How the hell are you? My Titans lost today. Nothing new. Could somebody tell that long neck ass bitch, the llama, that if her husband was so much better than me, like I shouldn't have 2 phones and an IG full of messages from her for like a year, if he was so much better, talking about how she wanted to do all types of freaky shit to me. I'm just saying that I'm not the smartest person in the world, but if she felt that man was everything she needed, she wouldn't have been talking to me. I'm just saying. But y'all see the title, y'all see why we here. I know y'all probably wondering why I'm on my backup channel. None of y'all goddamn business. But since y'all are here, I've never gotten a super chat on this channel. It's working. Hit the cash app, hit the super chat, hit the PayPal, hit the, you know, all the stuff. Hit all the donating shit. But I'm a bit shocked at this this story that's coming out about. Well, here's the crazy part. The light-skinned nigga won't even say who he talking about. He light-skinned. This is the first strike. He giving off light-skinned energy, sitting up there looking like he about to cry. Third of all, he just, what nigga, you a grown man. Say somebody's name to me. I got these recordings. I'm gonna play these recordings. Nigga, play them. Say what you talking about. You worse than these females. Except for at least the females are gone, earn your ass out in the lawsuit. You ain't even trying to sue. You ain't called the police. You ain't sued. You went on IG. But this is like an extortion attempt. And it's my book. I don't even know what all dude said. I found like the whole entire hour some rant. I probably heard like 2 to 3 minutes of it just because everybody been talking about it. I know he said he told like 5 people and 3 of them was women, so everybody know already. I don't understand. So we're gonna listen to that, and we're gonna listen to Fantasia. I don't even know why Fantasia was crying. I didn't know Fantasia had a YouTube channel, but it came across my feed. I seen she was crying about being put out of Airbnb. And I looked at a couple comments and they were talking about racism, so I'm finna listen to it. And we finna find out there's some racism in there together. Damn, she got 44,000 views in 10 hours. Cut up there, Fantasia. I still like your voice.
December 13th. Son's birthday was on December 13th. I asked my son what he wanted.
Wait a minute. We have it on December 13th. Got it.
And my son wanted to rent a house with a lake and bring 6 of his friends. And so that's what we did. Kids, this house has games in the garage, like that air hockey, ping pong. They even have poker. They have a hot tub.
Oh, she put hashtag racially motivated. So that's why the people in the comments were saying it was racial, because that's what she got in her hashtag, racially motivated.
And they have like a fire pit out back. And the lake is
YouTube, I ain't trying to criticize y'all or nothing, but y'all need to get y'all shit together, YouTube. Because, you know, YouTube earlier, y'all took one of my videos down. And the reason y'all cited was bullying and harassment. Like, okay. So I typed my appeal up because they gave me a time step and everything. And I'm like, you know, according to the time step, y'all said, ain't no bullying and harassment going on. This is what was said word for word. YouTube was like, all right, Trey, we're going to review it. Then they got back to me and they were like, Trey, we putting your video back up because we confirmed it wasn't no nudity in it. I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all didn't take it down for nudity. How y'all gonna take a video down for harassing and bullying, and then when y'all give it back, say it don't contain no nudity? I need y'all to get y'all algorithm fixed, YouTube. You fucking with me. I've been battling with YouTube all goddamn day. I've won most of them. Couple of them might have lost. Couple of things have been age restricted. I don't even know what that means because I put all my videos on adults anyway. And then they had this little thing at the bottom that was like, we don't allow these videos if we know they're uploaded under 18. Y'all got my ID. Y'all pay me. So y'all know I'm over 18. So I don't know why. You get y'all shit together, YouTube. That's all I'm pleading. Just get y'all shit together. Gabriel, what the hell are you clicking?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, let me speak to the gang number 19, y'all. I'm hiding. I'm in witness protection over here. Don't nobody know about me over here. Hello, James. Hello, Carla. Hello, it's my turn. Hello, MoneyBoy Trey. As if I'm not MoneyBoy Trey. Hey, E. Brooks. Yeah, that was it. Everybody else in the bushes, I guess. Hey, Reggie. Hello, Juicy. Hey, a little bit. I guess everybody else in the bushes. It's all good. But yeah, let's just finish. Let's see what Fantasia talking about. She done told us that they got air hockey and stuff in the garage. I don't know why she couldn't just lead straight up into what happened, but she had to let us know my son's birthday was on the 13th, and I asked him, what you want to do?
ping pong. They even have poker. They have a hot tub, and they have like a fire pit out back. And the lake is across the street. Kids. Okay. We had somebody to come in and do a company to come in and put up like a balloon arch. And for 2 hours in the daytime, we had a game truck. I pulled up. I didn't hear anything with no DJ. The kids were on the game truck quietly playing because they're gamers. Thank you guys for saying happy birthday to my son. The neighbors, I don't know if this is a color thing, and I don't want to feel like it, but my heart is
talking to you. Say the name was racist. You don't know the neighbors, man. Mr. Airbnb. You think you the first Negro they didn't see come through there? All right, then. He only been in the neighborhood 4 days. And it's just me. When I'm out of town, I'm in an Airbnb. I ain't trying to meet the neighbors. I don't want to see them. What are you doing?
son. The neighbors, I don't know if this is a color thing, and I don't want to feel like it, but my heart is.
Don't know if it's a color thing. Yet in her title, she got hashtag racially motivated while telling us she don't know if it's a color thing, but she said her heart. So I guess she about to say she feel it is, although she don't know. But man, that's confusing. Either you feel it is or you don't know. If you feel it is, just leave it at that. Because if you say you don't know, then that makes everybody be like, well, you can't say it's racially motivated if you don't know. We're in 2023. You've been black longer than I have, Fantasia. You don't know what racism is or what racism feels like. It's really easy to spot, especially if you've been through it before.
Completely broken. That they didn't call and say like, hey, this is a warning, maybe you guys are too loud. Now remind you, we were on the game truck quietly playing because they're gamers. Thank you guys for saying happy birthday to my son.
I don't know if y'all be listening to shit like I do, but that's why I be stopping all the time. Now, she said the kids, she had pulled back up. Apparently she left. The kids was in the game truck playing. She pulled back up. She said she don't hear the DJ or nothing. It's quiet. They're the kids in the garage playing on the game truck silently because they gamers. And then the next thing after I don't think it's racist is because the neighbors, they ain't say this a warning, y'all too loud. So apparently the problem was they were too loud. But she already fixed the story up by telling us everything she paid for this, the DJ and all that. They wasn't playing or nothing when she came back to the house. And she expects us to believe that kids playing a video game at a birthday party, hyped up on sugar, were silent. Now, again, I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I got a lot of damn kids with a lot of friends, and I ain't never had a silent birthday party. Even at the game truck would be more arguing because niggas want their turn, niggas is cheating, all types of stuff. And they kids, they laughing, they playing, they woo-hoo. Grown men be like that. I'm gonna have to play somebody online one day where I'm live with y'all so y'all can hear how niggas be talking shit. Grown people be on the video game all across the world talking shit to each other when they cross a nigga over or something. And she expect us to believe a group of kids together was silent. All right then, Fantasia.
The neighbors, I don't know if this is a color thing, and I don't want to feel like it, but my heart is completely broken. That they didn't call and say like, hey, this is a warning, maybe you guys are too loud. Now remind you, we had a sipping thing with hot chocolate where they painted Sonic. Give me somebody's picture so I can show. I think it's one over here, baby girl, where they painted Sonic, drunk hot chocolate, and then my husband put the fire pit on and we went outside and told scary stories. Now you probably heard maybe 1 or 2 screams, but the kids were in the bed by now.
Oh, so there was some loud noise. She probably heard, they were telling scary stories and you probably heard, just 1 or 2 loud screams. But the kids were in the bed by 9. Boy, this story is taking forever. It's not because I'm pausing it. It's because she all around the world in a minute and 36 seconds.
9 o'clock. What time did they call with the complaint? About 11:30, stating that it was loud over here.
They got complaints. There was a lot of noise.
Oh, complaints, a lot of noise. We had a party bus. That they were watching us on camera.
They got a lot of videos from neighbors.
Oh yeah, that they have videos, but nobody sent them. We're like, can you send us the proof, ma'am? Or you see the videos? The kids are sleeping. We were on the phone. We're like, do you guys hear anything? The kids are watching a movie upstairs. It felt like.
Now, again, we got conflicting testimony. They just said the kids were asleep by the time the neighbors called. Now they saying you hear the kids, they watching a movie. I thought they were asleep 2 hours ago. Yeah, all of this is bullshit.
Party bus, that they were watching us on camera.
They got a lot of videos from neighbors.
Oh yeah, that they have videos, but nobody sent them. We're like, can you send us the proof, ma'am? Or you see the videos? The kids are sleeping. We were on the phone. We're like, do you guys hear anything? The kids are watching.
Just in case y'all missed it.
How can you just keep me standing alone in a world that's so cold? Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father, too cold. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She never satisfied.
Okay, I'm done with the shenanigans.
To the movie upstairs. It felt like
Nanya popped out. Oh, you like that one, Nanya? Let me play the one that started all the triggering off.
What does boy she'll do you up? Oh, here she comes. She's a man eater.
The AI don't get this bitch no teeth in none of the gems. They know her teeth gone. They know what old bitch, how old bitch hold their mouth. They know.
it felt like a black thing. I came home to North Carolina, out to the lake. What lake is this? Where we at? Or still? And all of the houses, there's like this house sits in the middle, and there's like 3 houses behind it where they can just sit and look at us. It feels like a colored thing, like I'm being honest. And you're right, this makes me, I'm ready to buy my own Airbnb. I could have stayed at home. I could have stayed at home. This is what my...
You ready to buy your own Airbnb? You mean a vacation property? And yes, but I'm quite curious too. You got a nice sizable house. Why the fuck did y'all leave? I'm like, son, we're going to the hotel. You want a hotel party? Well, we about to go, I guess.
Son wants it. I could have stayed at home. But this is this.
I ain't got pro, so I could have did. You're a mean one, Mr. Griggs, but yeah, pro costs too much. It's pro is expensive with the AI. I ain't trying to do it. In fact, like just to unlock some features, this shit like $250 a week. I don't even pay it. Well, no, I got a lifetime thing on my editing software, but no, that shit was like $2.99 a month initially when I first started using my editing tool that I use. I'm still like a week versus a month, but it's kind of restrictive if you don't pay the money. But I like the free shit, so it doesn't matter on this particular app.
Does push me to go ahead and get my own, to own my own. And if and when I do, I would never do people like they just did us. They made us get up at 6 in the morning and told us to get all these kids up and get out. Oh, they told us to get out last night.
They told y'all to get out last night. Y'all didn't. They ain't tripped because they could have went and got the police and put y'all out because you know that Airbnb, they do have terms and conditions and all of that. But they let y'all stay. And then you gonna get on camera and say they made us get these kids up at 6. They could have did it last night. Then he had to correct you. Y'all gotta get y'all story together. Now she looking at him crazy like, nigga, why you say that?
I'm being honest. You're right. This makes me, I'm ready to buy my own Airbnb. I could have stayed at home. I could have stayed at home. This is what my son wants. I could have stayed at home. But this does push me to go ahead and get to own my own. And if and when I do, I would never do people like they just did us. They made us get up at 6 in the morning and told us to get all these kids up and get out. Oh, they told us to get out last night.
My question is why y'all didn't get the fuck out last night? So now you're offended that they asked y'all to get out last night and y'all didn't, and at 6 they was like, enough is enough. They gave y'all 10 extra hours. I'm just asking, my math is off. It's not 10 hours, but y'all get what I'm saying.
My stomach literally hurts. Everything that I planned for my son today. They have a grill out here, you guys. They have a sign that says uncork and unwind, you're on lake time. What was the other one? What happened at the lake stays at the lake. Oh, they got a picture up that says enjoy life. I'm just like, well, how are you gonna oh, can I see your picture, baby? Yes, and it's so pretty. Sipping paint. No DJ. Sipping paint, hot chocolate. Set the kids at the table. Watched us in the ring and said,
Hey, why aren't you mad at the DJ that you paid that didn't show up? Is he gonna get a separate live?
we couldn't have. So let me ask you guys a question. If you rent out an Airbnb, let's say you go somewhere for Christmas, you're going to see your family, or you can't have family over to the Airbnb, y'all can't eat, y'all can't cook, and there's a stove, y'all can't play the games that they have over in the thing or go out in the...
Airbnb you rent. We've never had that problem. They don't care as long as you don't tear their shit up. They don't. What you mean you can't have your family over? If you, in the type of money you got, I'm sure you probably got like a 6 to 7 bedroom Airbnb. Of course they knew family was gonna be there. I'm sure you told them you was having a birthday party.
Garage, if they have a hockey table and oh, you can't run the fire pit, but they got one. Nobody got in the hot tubs.
Wait a minute. So apparently Miss Fantasia didn't read all the amenities. They got a fire pit, why we can't use it? Maybe because they don't want y'all to burn their shit down. Accidents happen. I'm sure the no fire pit rule is for everybody, not just for you. How is this a black thing? Like, do you have any more black people that have stayed there that had this problem? Somebody in the neighborhood said, well, they always do that when you come around. This is really petty.
You know, it's funny.
Hey, let us use the fire pit. Go ahead, Greg. I said Greg. Go ahead, Gates.
I actually have a pretty good, well, I think it would be a pretty good talking points, but I can't do that.
Yeah, because you'd be racist.
Yeah, too sensitive. Too sensitive.
Let's say you go somewhere for Christmas, you're going to see your family, or you can't have family over to the Airbnb, y'all can't eat, y'all can't cook, and there's a stove, y'all can't play the games that they have over in the thing or go out in the garage if they have a hockey table and Oh, you can't run the fire pit, but they got one? Nobody got in the hot tub. It's cold. It's raining. I'm confused, y'all. It feels like a black thing. And all of the kids that are here with us, they're not just black kids. We love people. We love humans. Yeah, like, are you kidding me?
We got a cool little white boy with us. What the fuck is that? So now y'all know it's not racist. They put the white boy out too. They're like, we don't care about y'all having bread with y'all. All you niggas got to go. Try to call Brad a nigger lover, but still.
I could cry right now that they made us get up these kids. Now I gotta go in there and wake up my baby. I literally want to go to the news station, radio station, everybody, and tell them, don't ever come, don't rent out, don't Airbnb. This is dirty.
How you gonna blame Airbnb for the one property you got? That ain't their fault. Hey, you tell me I gotta wake these kids up. Ma'am, they told y'all to get out last night. What you thought they was playing? You had all these feelings last night. You just went to bed on it, not worried about nothing. This morning, you got to go. I'm sure if you try to pull Airbnb into it, they just gonna tell you to read the fine print. This lady complaining about not being able to use the fire pit, but she already told us they used the fire pit when they was telling goddamn scary stories. She already said that. So you broke the rules. Some Airbnbs have clauses where you can't throw parties. You can rent them motherfuckers out. You can have people out. You just can't throw parties.
Because of the mess.
This was dirty. But this was the push that I'm gonna go tomorrow if I wanted to. If I wanted to, I could. I worked that hard to go buy. We could go buy our own. And when we do, we're not gonna treat people like that. We don't care the color of your skin.
Bruh, you should have a rental property already for such occasions with your rich ass. Now she want to throw up how much money she got, but she didn't already have a vacation house around the lake or something like this. Because see, if you had one of them houses, son would have been cool going there. Now it's Airbnb fault. We still don't even know what the official complaint was other than noise. And they burnt the fire pit. But she tried to say they wasn't making no noise. The kids was asleep. It was only 1 or 2 screams. They ain't had no DJ. The kids was playing silently. The kids was in bed and sleep at 9. Gracie don't even be in the bed and sleep at 9 and she 5. Yo, kid, it's your son's birthday. They at this great rental property, and you mean to tell me they sleep at 9? So they ain't had no cake or punch or nothing all day. All right, then. But this is racism. Even though she ain't said one person said anything racist to her. She ain't got no snide remarks. Man.
You know, even if they're being assholes about it, right? It doesn't mean it's racist.
Man, they knew you were black when they took your booking. But when they took your money and reserved it for you, they knew you were black. If they didn't want to rent it to you, you would have heard something back right after, or they just wouldn't have let you get it if they were racist. Then you're blaming Airbnb for this.
You rent out a house, just don't tear up the walls. Just don't tear up the floors. Just treat it with respect. But you pay your money for it, so have a good time. Kids, yes, baby. You okay?
Is Keziah writing anything about
let me see. I'm gonna figure it out, okay? Sweet kids. Here you go, baby. Thank you for letting me use your Sonic picture that we had sipping. We about to leave. We about to go. And I'm gonna tell you something. It's been a long time. I haven't felt like this in a while. Huh?
No, I agree.
Yeah. And I gotta get my babies. It's raining, it's cold.
Had you left last night when they told you you wouldn't have to worry about the rain at 6 a.m. You're rich. Why you didn't go to the Four Seasons last night? You telling us how much money you got. Why did you stay there? Instead of doing the whole corporate thing and contacting them. Why did IG have to know about this? IG and YouTube, apparently, because it's just this what we're listening to is on IG, and then I guess you uploaded it to YouTube.
And I'm dead tired. I just got off the road. I wanted to just make him happy. Nowhere, that old devil.
Oh, there it goes.
Y'all ready? I just said, I never do this. I never do it. I never do it. I'm always like, you know what? God got it, but today I know we got it, but also I got it too. What up, Sora? And I just had to. We had to pack all this food. Son, put your coat on, okay, baby?
Pack all this food. I'm gonna say it again. Lady, they told y'all to get the fuck out last night. Why wasn't this stuff already prepared? Again, y'all must have thought they was playing when they told y'all to get out last night. That's your fault. You didn't have all the, you supposed to have been ready to roll at 6. All you would have had to do was wake the kids up. And it don't seem like you're too concerned about vacating the premises because you're shooting alive.
And you're fucking up the business.
Shooting alive. Right, are you telling people to pass you pictures and stuff to show you're not trying to get up out of there? Who is we got to pack up all the food? You ain't doing nothing.
Okay. Now I gotta go wake up my baby. I'm gonna let it come. Pops, I think, is that Dallas calling you?
Right here. You calling me, sir?
Okay.
You calling me?
Okay.
This, I don't see any racism in this at all. They did some shit they wasn't supposed to do. And we all know how we as black people, we be loud. That's how we party. That's how we kick. It may have sounded like a party. They just the kids there, cutting up, running around, jumping. Sound like a party. They didn't give us a warning. They said we were too loud. And if they got videos and stuff, you think they just made that up too? You don't think there's no videos? Did you check the neighborhood out?
But she wanted the proof, remember? Just absurd. So absurd.
All right, y'all. God bless y'all.
On your own, buy your own.
Buy your own, on your own, buy your own, buy your own, buy your own. Airbnb.
I can't believe this. This has turned into a bag of. So is that what you say if you go to a hotel and you have a bad experience, buy your own? It's just, let's not get it twisted. Airbnbs is just like going to the Four Seasons, except it's way bigger. You have a bad experience, the solution isn't buy your own. The solution is read the fine print, ask whoever you've written from what you can and can't do. Like if they say don't use the fire pit, don't use the fire pit. She admitted they used the fire pit. I don't know if she was aware that she said this, but she said, my husband lit the fire pit and we was outside telling scary stories. They may have heard 1 or 2 screams. At 9 o'clock at night.
Airbnb, that's not cool. If we were having a party and had a DJ, we could have had a warning. You tried to kick us out last night.
Oh, wait a minute. If we were having a party, you said you hired a DJ, ma'am. So did the DJ just not show up? And if the DJ didn't show up, why are you so calm towards him who took money from you, but really upset at Airbnb. Leads me to think that maybe y'all did have the party and maybe y'all were loud. We'll never know the truth because, you know, the neighbors ain't going to come out here and talk about this shit. Airbnb ain't going to go live and talk about this shit. We just got to take your word for it. And you've been caught lying a couple times already. They tried to put us out last night. What happened? If the experience was so bad and you felt these people were racist, why in the fuck you stay in that shit? You stayed in the racist neighborhood, in a racist Airbnb, risking you and your family's safety when they told y'all to get out last night. They just won't leave.
Okay. All right, y'all. God bless y'all.
Do you know the Von Erich brothers, the wrestling Von Erichs?
Of course.
That's literally Brandy asked.
Buy your own.
Buy your own, on your own, buy your own, buy your own, buy your own. Airbnb. Airbnb, that's not cool. If we were having a party and had a DJ, we could have had a warning. You tried.
If we were having a party and had a DJ, you could have gave us a warning. Why in the fuck would you add that in there if y'all didn't have one? If there was no DJ, why the fuck you say if? And why you keep saying y'all could have got a warning if y'all weren't loud? Clearly, y'all had to have been loud that you asking, why y'all didn't give us a warning? Because it was in the fine print and you shouldn't have to warn grown motherfuckers who sat on the dotted line for their money. You paid to follow the rules. I guess you thought because you were Fantasia, they didn't apply to you.
Kick us out last night. Now we're getting these kids out. That's pretty cool. Airbnb, that's not cool. If we were having a party and had a DJ, we could have had a warning. You tried to kick us out last night. Now we're getting these kids out. That's crazy. And I feel like the neighbors are sitting and watching. But that's all right. We love y'all. God bless you. Merry Christmas. Go see The Color Purple.
Ain't that racist? I feel like the neighbors, I don't even know what Go See The Color Purple means. I remember her being in the Broadway play singing, but I don't even know what that jab means right after saying, I think the neighbors is watching this, okay though? Y'all go see The Color Purple. Like, does The Color Purple shed some type of light, eye-opening light, life-changing light on racism? It's been a long time since I've seen the movie, but I'm not sure.
No.
What did you say, Gabe?
Oh.
In your life, what's like the most racist thing that's happened to you? What, maybe call the N-word here?
No, that's I've never,
not even that.
I've never had a white person call me nigger. Never. I think the one thing I was profiled, I guess it was like in the 10th grade, and we were walking to the bus stop like we do. This police officer sitting at the Tiger Market, and you know, I'm just walking by myself, and I spit. And the motherfucker tell me to come here. I was like, okay. Then he starts grilling me, asking the game questions and shit, getting loud, and was like, you disrespect? I'm like, huh? He was like, when you spit on the ground and the police officer's around, that's disrespect. What, nigga? I'm in the 10th grade. I'm not a hardened criminal. I don't know this shit. You watching me too hard. That's the racist thing I could. But it didn't end with me in cuffs. It didn't end me in the back seat. It didn't end with me asking for an ID. I guess he called himself, put me in line. But I'm like, maybe I just had to spit, sir. Could that be it? I'm not thinking about you. That's the closest thing to racism I can think of. Now, I've worked for black companies with dreads, and then I was hired. Well, I've worked for white companies with dread. I was hired by a black-owned company, and they used the shit out of me until one day the owner came and was like, I don't hire people with dreads. You're like, what? So wait a minute. You a black guy is racist against our hair, but white corporations ain't got a problem with it. That's about it.
I can't even say my point, but it's a good point. Oh, damn it.
Say it.
It's like, even with the thing that happened when you're walking, right? Technically, that's not even really racist. It's just a
But that's why I said, yeah, that's why I said I can't even think it was racist. I said profiling maybe, because he thought I was a little young gangbanger, disrespect, just one of them people coming up that was just gonna be a pain in the ass to law. Whatever. Like, I was actually oblivious to the shit. So I'm green as hell in the 10th grade. I probably smoked weed like 3 times. Up until then, I ain't fun doing shit. I ain't even skipping school yet in 10th grade. I mastered that in the 11th and 12th grade.
I mean,
Yeah, that's why I can't really think of anything. That's the closest thing I can think of.
Racial harmony, right? But when you kind of like always throw out things that are not even racist, making them racist, it's almost like contributing to it in a sense. It's not helping the situation.
And that's what I be saying is my turn. Like, people look at me crazy and I be like, I never experienced racism to my blatant racism where I knew. I've never known. Now, what somebody did after I filled that application and shit, I don't know. But in my face, no, it's no secret. I was the only black kid. First, they were 4th through 8th. My brother was the first one. I was the second one. But here I was never called nigger, and we were in classes full of white people for 8 years. Never heard it. Never. You would think when the whole school is white and we make up the 1% black, 2 of us made up there. I don't even think we was a full 1%. Shit. I guess we would be, but we never were called nigger. I just never heard it. I don't know what they did. We wasn't around, but to our faces and shit never happened.
Because like when you get put like, so you'll tell someone, oh, that's racist, and then they're like, oh shit, was that racist? And then they're like walking on eggshells. So then they don't even know how to act around black people. So they kind of distance themselves. So then it seems like there is, like it is racist, but it's not. It's like people don't know how to even act around you sometimes. It's because it's like no win. Because everything's boom, racism. No, it's just sometimes people are dicks. Sometimes you can't. People need to stop thinking about it. Thing is always black and white. It's not. Got that shit out.
I still ain't got the racial. I still hadn't got the racially motivated part of this story yet. I don't see it. I looked. She ain't say nobody said nothing rude to him or nothing. They literally said y'all was loud and y'all burnt it 5 people when y'all wasn't supposed to. How's that racist? They said, we got some white kids with us. That lady in the background talking to you, asking you, is that everything? She was white too. That didn't mean shit to them. Y'all was noisy apparently. Whatever though, that was Fantasia's racist rant, y'all. I guess she wants y'all to feel sorry for her. She said she's gonna buy her own shit next time.
Now the Airbnb is gonna suffer a little bit in business, and then they're gonna be iffy on even booking black people.
Airbnb's business is not going to suffer.
Well, I mean, but let's hypothetical.
Finesse 2 times got like the best Airbnb out right now. He living his best life, and he's a known fella. They don't give a fuck. They want his money as long as they don't tear that shit up. And apparently, if rappers aren't having problems at these Airbnbs, that means you had to be really cutting up Fantasia, because rappers rent Airbnbs all the time, and we know what rappers be doing.
Yeah.
But apparently they're more discreet than you was. Now this next guy, he give me the mad militant energy. I don't know what's wrong with these light-skinned niggas. Man, I came in late, but I think you was the star of the show. This is how a state getting men do it. That's how we do it. But see Big G, you supposed to have went on and did a little wiggle dance or something when they started playing the R. Kelly for you. They were ready to tip. You missed a chance to come up on about $200. They were ready. Margie was throwing panties at the screen and everything, G.
But there are.
Oh man, I also heard somebody wanted to see what your lips do. That's what I heard. I ain't gonna tell you who said it, but a lady that was in the chat last night said they want to see what your lips do. I don't even know what that means, cause I wasn't there. Apparently I missed it. Whatever you did with your lips, I'm glad I did, cause I ain't trying to look at no nigga lips, but they liked it.
People that will.
Okay, let's listen to this light-skinned nigga cry. Now, he gonna irritate me because again, he acting just like a bitch. I don't know why he won't just come out and say, Tyler, you did this, nigga. You couldn't DM it. He won't say who name it is. That's why everybody is assuming it's Tyler Perry. Because you know he's called Tyler Perry a mentor and all that shit before, and now he calling him a mentor again. But this nigga went on an 1 and 7-minute rant.
But there are people that will. And
I'm gonna just be honest. It also sounds like he's having buyer's remorse. He was down with it until he can't get another job. So what was the last thing he acted in? Was it other than Tyler Perry?
And will continue to, unfortunately, offer these things. And some of them are your heroes.
Look, nigga, is you gonna watch TV or is you gonna do this IG live? You can't be doing both. That's why you're talking so damn slow. About to cry and shit.
Some of them are people who you're like, oh yeah, such and such is amazing, and he does this and he does that. Yeah, but he also does this and that.
What's up, everybody?
The TV guy. Maybe this now. What's going on? I want to talk to you about some stuff. And it's been on my heart, so I want to speak on it. All right. Good evening. Hope everybody's doing amazing.
I'll be honest. I have no idea who this light-skinned nigga is.
I've been speaking to my brother about making a declaration of my experience. What I experienced with certain powers that be.
Already some bullshit. Nigga, name your violator. Name the person who hurt you. You still letting them get off. About, man, I'm gonna empty these videos. I got voice recordings and text messages and all that. So you came live for an hour to give us a preemptive warning. You couldn't have just texted this to these niggas? You couldn't have emailed these niggas? And all this shit happening. That's why I said, the way he talking, is it Puff Daddy? Is it Diddy? Could you tell us that?
That we're moving inappropriately. And I really, like, it's in my bone marrow to discuss that, because thankfully God built me the way that he built me, but I'm not sure, based on this person's claims and brag.
Why didn't you just whoop his ass? If you were that uncomfortable when it happened, why didn't you just whoop his ass? Because if it's Tyler, not only did you not whoop his ass, you continued working for the man. So your money was worth of your manhood being violated. All right, then.
That he's literally got at the same time this person was sexually harassing me for years.
And he kind of don't tell you whether it's a man or a woman. He just keeps saying this person and the powers that be.
He was claiming, that he had multiple young black men on the payroll, and they just had to show up when he requested them to be there. And clearly,
Boondocks episode.
that's why it felt to him that it was okay to say these things. And I want to have these discussions. I want to be transparent with y'all about that. I've done my best to forgive this person, but
transparency involves giving a name, sir. You're gonna make us listen to this shit for an hour and didn't give us a name. At least Cass and them gave us a name. The nigga that sued Dwight Howard gave us a name. Nigga, you ain't even suing. You just crying on IG.
Boo-hoo.
it happens. It happens.
Boo-hoo, Christian. Boo-hoo.
It's not just women that have to deal with it, but it's also men sometimes. And it'll be men tempting men.
Hate to bust your bubble. Only light-skinned niggas and Terry Crews go through it.
And that's why a lot of my posts over the last few years have been about taking the scenic route, taking the long way around, because if that means that you can carry your integrity with you, then, and it's 11/11. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for another opportunity to connect with you. Please forgive my sins, my shortcomings, my bad decisions, and my mistakes. Please continue to guide and protect us as only you can. Everybody that's watching.
Where was God when you were going through this harassment? Was he not protecting you then? Like, I'm curious. You said protect you like he always has and only he can do. So he stopped protecting you during the moments of harassment and he back now? I'm confused at how this whole God thing works. It's foreign to me. Funny enough, I had sent E. Brooks a picture that had posted on Facebook like 9 years ago. It was just one of them God things like, hey, God, I want to talk to you for a second, not to ask you for anything, but to say thank you. And I had to laugh. I said, this used to be me. It's like 9 years ago, it said. Like, this used to be me. It's funny. I don't get it, though. I don't get it anymore. I guess I don't get it anymore because I don't make excuses for the shit that don't make sense. The shit that none of us would do if we were an all-powerful being. Oh, I'm gonna read them. I'm gonna
Presentation. If I see 11/11, I try to have another conversation with God. So thank you, Heavenly Father. I appreciate you. We love you. We thank you. In Jesus Christ's name we pray, amen. That's interesting. But there are people that will and have and will continue to, unfortunately.
Okay, I got a meme or a post that says, sometimes when people piss me off, I ask myself, what would God do? What do you think the answer is?
Nothing.
It's a guy holding a person underwater, and it says, "Then I tried to drown him." That's funny.
I'd have to see the cartoon.
You don't have to see the cartoon. God flooded the earth, fool.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He got pissed off. He got pissed off at humanity, and he flooded the earth, except for Noah, folks. He killed everybody because he was pissed off.
Yeah, Old Testament God wasn't very nice. Didn't take no shit.
Not. Still doesn't, apparently.
Offer these things.
I don't think the nigga lied. I think this was his way of trying to extort money from whoever this is.
And some of them are your heroes. Some of them are people who you're like, oh yeah, such and such is amazing, and he does this and he does that. Yeah, but he also does this and that. At some point soon, it's gonna have to come out. I've kept one of these on me since 05. Whether it's a keychain recorder or a pen.
Did he say since 05 he's been walking around with recording devices? So for the past 18 years, you've just been illegally recording interactions you've had with everyone. Right. Like in 05, nigga, what kind of device? What were you backing this shit up to? Let's just think about it. 05 with the USBs and shit wasn't popping.
No, you had
there
those
wasn't
small
no cloud in 2005.
Those tiny tapes.
He got like a little necklace type thing, or a little. He held up a box. It looked like either a necklace or like an ink pen. It's just like in 05, like where were you storing all of this shit? How many of those devices do you have?
Probably only
just like 18 years worth of recordings.
But the hard drives on that were so small. They weren't even hard drives. They're like megabits. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like, what the hell? Where's all this stuff stored, sir? And how do you even remember how to work some technology from 18 years ago? I barely even know how to work my damn MP3 player from like 10 years ago when I found it the other day. I'm like, oh, this shit got all my old mixtapes in it. But I barely know how to work that motherfucker. It took me forever to find a charger that was compatible to it so I could even cut the motherfucker on. He got a recording device. How you charge that motherfucker?
Because most predators would check your phone. And once the sexual harassment started, I was like, well, I gotta protect me because I'm.
You sound like a bitch, sir. You get sexually harassed, and instead of you quitting, instead of you whooping that nigga and calling human resources, whoever the fuck you gotta call, you just recorded it and didn't report it. You recorded it for 18 years. 18! A whole child's worth of development from 0 to 18, graduated high school, all that. That's how long you held on to this shit. And really, we could just say 19 years. We're a couple days away from 2024. You did this 2024. This is bullshit.
Saying no, and I don't want this person, as powerful as they are, to try to get in the way of my work. So I started recording. So I have them offering me money to take my clothes off. I have it.
That's normal. Movies pay more if you do nude scenes. That's normal. It's not sexual harassment. They offer me money to take my clothes off. So, so again, you're just comfortable with being sexually harassed for a check. All right, then.
Recordings when I wasn't working with them or for them. I have recordings of them confessing that, you know, the other guys that they have on the payroll, all of the above. And the difference is, the wonderful thing about confidentiality agreements and non-disclosure agreements.
Oh, got one of them. I just want to be on the record as saying, because as of late, 2 of Puff Daddy's bodyguards have been coming out here talking about how they witnessed him or helped him make the drinks that he was gonna give to the people that were the girls that was coming to the party and shit. So y'all are admitting to being accomplices to date rape, and y'all think this is normal on these interviews. Y'all are complicit. I don't want to hear from Gene Deere. I don't want to hear from you, the other nigga. I don't want to hear from y'all. Y'all just like Diddy. Y'all knew what he was doing. Y'all aided and abetted him in doing it. And a lot of times y'all witnessed the shit. Y'all ain't no different.
Just
now
pointing
you
the finger at him.
talking. Yes, y'all wouldn't have said this shit had Cassie not come out. Because way before Cassie come out, y'all got stories of how he was mixing, drinking, drugging bitches. You niggas ain't shit. Sorry for that tangent.
Is that they can't prevent you from turning all of those things over to the police because.
No, sir, that is wrong. NDAs don't apply to police in crime, sir. They apply for civil matters, but not for crimes. You can't rape somebody and then say, I'm gonna sign an NDA unless y'all have settled. Now, if this happens, y'all go to court and settle, then that's different. But yeah, you can't just say, hey, I do what I want to, NDA. You don't go to the police. The police don't care about your NDA. And typically NDAs aren't for you not to go to the police. They're for you not to go to the tabloids and to other media outlets saying what happened. It's to keep the bad publicity down on the person that you signed the NDA for. But here's the thing. You don't have to sign it. It's the funny thing with all this shit going on with Puff Daddy, it's a group of people like Danity Kane saying, oh, hell no, we saw what he was trying to give us and said we couldn't talk. We said, no, those women aren't rich. They're regular people. Most of them aren't even singing anymore.
I was gonna say they're working 9 to 5.
From Danity Kane. Right. But yet they turned down the NDA. Why couldn't you, light-skinned man?
Sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony. And Tams, you literally just asked, why do we as Black people have to deal with that? But sometimes it's our own people. Sometimes it's our own heroes. Sometimes it's the very people we deify. And we look up like, oh, they're doing so much. They're doing so much.
Don't say we. You deified that nigga. You put your check in your career over your manhood. Now you're guilty about it. Skip it above. Because if you had still been working on all the new Tyler Perry shit or whoever, we'll just fuck it. Over here, we're going to say it's Tyler Perry. He ain't said it, but that's what everybody's thinking. If you had been connected to any of the new Tyler Perry shit, nigga, you wouldn't be saying nothing. Your ass ain't worked in a minute. It seems like, I don't know. E. Brooks, you my celebrity gossip person. Who's the last job this nigga had? You go to his IMDb.
Explain it to me, Brooks. I need you to explain it to me.
where he is on all the Queen's men with evil.
They're also doing this. And my only reservation about naming the people.
Is sexual harassment a crime? I know it's frowned upon in the workplace, but is it an actual crime that you could be charged for? Like, what would be the sentence on sexual harassment? 1129?
I'm not sure, but it's not. Yeah, you can't do that.
I know you can't do it at jobs, but is it legally against the law?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there was directives along the way, like, hey, you read for this, that, and the other. And my only reservation about naming the people, there was directives along the way, like, hey, you read for this, that, and the other. You want to come back up to the apartment? I'm like, nah, I'm good. You got my headshot, my resume.
There were several. Bruh. You in Hollywood. We know there's a lot of gay people in Hollywood. Asking one time is not sexual harassment. They tried it, you said no. Can we get to like where's the harassment coming in? You starting to sound like Fantasia. Gee, you ain't giving us nothing. Because a gay person, they don't know if you're gay unless they say something to you, they hit on you, and then you let them know you're not gay. Where does the sexual harassment would come in if it happens repeatedly? But you just said a couple directors asked you, you like, nah, you got my headshots, and I'm guessing life went on. And then you just jumped to that story from something else. You're everywhere, sir. You're
I bet they did get the headshots.
He got his head sprung.
People. There was directives along the way, like, and my only reservation about naming the people.
My only reservation about naming the people, then he gonna go, well, it was some directors that would be like, you want a headshot, and nigga. So you did an hour-long lie to tell us you ain't gonna tell us shit. Well, I talked to my brother, and we was talking about me coming out here and telling y'all who've been sexually harassing me and shit, possibly taking my manhood, but I'm having reservations about it. And the only reason I'm having the reservations about it, well, several directors, had asked me, I think you ready for this. You want to come to the apartment?
There was directors along the way, like, hey, you read for this, that, and the other.
I ain't just take your word for it. I don't believe nothing the white man say. I looked it up. Google. Sexual harassment generally violates civil laws. You have a right to work or learn without being harassed, but in many cases, it's not a criminal act. While sexual assault usually refers to acts that are criminal, some forms of... Why the hell are we getting to that? Why would they go to sexual assault after asked about sexual harassment? Yes, it just says it's not, in many cases, it's not a criminal act. Sexual harassment can be touching, but then that's when it becomes the assault part. But normally just the sexual harassment is just making crude comments and shit that makes them uncomfortable.
I was wrong on
jokes. Well, no, I had to double check too, because like I'm saying, I knew that, like, I've heard it. I know it's frowned upon at jobs, but I've never actually heard somebody be arrested and charged with sexual harassment.
I just asked my AI, and it said, yes, sexual harassment is against the law in many countries. Laws regarding sexual harassment vary by jurisdiction, but generally it's considered a form of discrimination. Blah, 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 blah.
It must not be in the U.S.
I guess not.
They said many countries. They didn't say us. Okay,
I should have been more specific.
We down the rabbit hole.
You got to be very specific with these AI things.
Let's see here. What does this one say? You should be able to feel comfortable in your place of work. Sexual harassment includes unwelcome sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, and other verbal or physical harassment of the sexual nature in the workplace learning environment. According to the EEOC, sexual harassment does not always have to be specifically about sexual behavior or directed at a specific person. For example, negative comments about women as a group can be a form of sexual harassment. Son of a bitch. Although sexual harassment laws do not usually cover teasing or offhand comments, these behaviors can also be upsetting and have a negative emotional effects. So now we know what we're looking at. This sexual harassment he got could be a whole bunch of anything. It could have been jokes about people, women, offhand comments, teasing.
Yeah, Patrice
There's a
O'Neill
whole
had a
bunch of things.
Patrice O'Neill had a great joke about how there should be a harassment day, which is one day a year where you can just get it all out. Check it out. It's a good bit.
Sexual harassment can occur in a variety of circumstances. The harasser can identify with any gender and have any relationship to the victim, including being a direct manager, indirect supervisor, co-worker, teacher, peer, or colleague. What's the difference between sexual harassment and sexual misconduct?
I want to say harassment day is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Let's see. Day. Patrice O'Neill.
What are some effects of sexual harassment? Oh, that's bullshit.
Yep, I'm right. Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
There's nothing about niggas going to jail for that shit, though. It doesn't. I want to know who the first nigga to go to jail for sexual harassment was if it's a crime.
You want to come back up to the apartment? I'm like, nah, I'm good. You got my headshot, my resume. I'm good. You know if I can handle that or not. You know I can kill that, but I'm not. I don't need to come.
Ew, pause. Pause, sir. You can't be saying all of that after saying a nigga just invited you to the cash account. You know I can handle that. You know I can kill that. No. No, it sounds like you did, sir. You sound like you did kill that. It sounds like you did handle that. It sounds like you did get the headshot.
Up to your apartment. We already had the audition. There's other people that I want to say everything, and my brother was like, nah, not yet.
Nah, what that? So the nigga that wasn't sexually harassed gonna tell you, nah, not yet. What the fuck you waiting on?
Now who's teasing?
So wait a minute, G. You stopped in the middle of the live and said it's 11:11, and you prayed to God. I'm not going to even point out the numerology and the what's the fucking word? Synchronicities. I can't fuck the word.
Idiosyncrasies.
No, not idiosyncrasies.
Oh,
it's a certain word. Yeah,
serendipity?
I know it's when like you see double numbers, 12, 12, 11, it's sync. I said it, but I said it wrong.
I know what you mean. I can't say it, but I know what you mean.
Synchronicities or whatever.
I can't even. Mush mouth idiot. Can't speak.
I'm asking Google. Synchronicities. Fuck. I know it's sin something. I can't get it out. Some words be kicking my ass.
English won this fight.
What is 11:11? Term synchronicity or some shit. Somebody type it in the chat. Y'all know what the fuck we trying to say.
Even typing it's hard. It's not an easy word.
Synchronicities or something of that nature. I think that's what it is. Let me type it in. It'll tell me how to pronounce it.
It's not syncopation.
There we go. Synchronicity. I knew it was synchronicity. There you go. The simultaneous occurrence of events, which synchronicity. I knew it was synchronicity. Oh, shut up! I'm listening to myself now. Yeah, that's what they like when you see numbers, double numbers and stuff like that. That's numerology. You ain't supposed to be into all that, but fine, you took the time to pray. That's just what Muslims tend to do, but that's neither here nor there. So you got this relationship with God. God ain't gave you the courage to come forward, or maybe God did tell you, but you listen to your brother say, "No, G, not yet. We got to make them sweat."
I want to tell it on the mountain, over the hills, and everywhere.
Oh, go tell it on the ground. Turn the gospel song.
I want to speak on it. And the good news is that they don't even have to believe me. Hopefully they would, but even if they don't, they can hear this person. Since sexual harassment started, I've carried many recorder devices on me, keychains, pens, thumb drives with a charged battery that get 6, 7, 8 hours, all the above. So I have the conversations. I really want to air that shit out because it bothers me.
So you've been setting niggas up when all you had to do was, I ain't cool with it, and quit. And sir, if you had all that information, you could have sued back to, I don't get these niggas. They have the smoking gun in their hand and then they wait 20 years later to talk about it.
Now, even though it probably is illegal to do that, what if he can just say, "Oh, I got hacked," and just put him out there? If this person's really doing that shit, it would be helping other people.
I don't even think he's worried about that. This shit is crazy. I've been since 2005. That means you a pussy then. Because you could have got more money by saying this nigga sexually harassed me and I got it on tape and planned it for the world. Apparently you liked the shit when it was going off. I'm gonna have to do you like I do these females when I question why the fuck they stay so long. Money, security, fame. Could that be why you stayed and was cool with it? Now that you're no longer useful, you like, no, nigga.
When I'm alone at night, like, man, the world is celebrating this person and they don't even know the shady and predatory way in which this person moves. And the way that,
You know why we don't know? Because bitch ass niggas like you didn't tell us 18 years ago. Sir, you sing if you're talking about Tyler Perry, you single-handedly helped this man become a billionaire by not reporting what he was doing to you and constantly acting in his plays and shit. That nigga wasn't rich when you was in his first play, when you was the police officer. Or what, I don't know if it was the first, wasn't that the first play Medea's go to jail? You weren't, what the hell? He wasn't rich. He wasn't famous. He wasn't a billionaire. He didn't have Tyler Perry Studios. He didn't have sitcoms. All that came because you failed to blow the whistle. And then still, so far, I ain't heard nothing illegal. You just butthurt. A nigga made some offhand comments at you. Let me know when the crime get committed, when they be like, bro, you got Playboy, you got suck some dick to get this part. Let me know when they say that. Then maybe you'll have like some casting couch type shit going on where people will feel sorry for you. Right now, you ain't told us nothing. Nigga offered you, asked you, did you want to come to the house? You said no, and according to you, it ended there. They ain't say nothing else. You said you was told, no, nigga, I already had the rehearsal. I've already came, I already read. What more do you want from me? I already had the audition, G. The way you made it seem, it stopped there. But then you also make it seem like it's just a group of niggas fucking with you. Because you said directors him. Y'all look up to these people. Like, how many people is it?
Predators resent the prey that gets away. So when you don't say yes, when you don't say, okay, I'll acquiesce and, sign up and literally and figuratively play ball. So we're not doing that.
This whole life he's not saying nothing.
Ew. He just said they don't like it when you tell them no. And then he said something about playing ball, literally and figuratively. And he said, no, we ain't doing it. But you did the sexual harassment, fool.
Person moves. And the way that, predators resent the prey that gets away. So when you don't say yes, when you don't say, okay, I'll acquiesce and, sign up and literally and figuratively play ball, because we're not doing that, they resent it. This is a conversation.
They resent you so much, they don't fire you. You're around for 18 years. That's how much they resent you. All right, then.
We're going to have, and we're going to have some, because it bothers me in my spirit that I can forgive people. That's one thing. But yeah, see, we don't play ball. That's my brother in there. And he knows the real deal. He knows the who. I'm good. Somebody said, you don't look okay. I'm okay. I have peace. I'm literally strategic.
Hey, you look like you about to cry.
Planning my next 8 moves. I'm good. God got me, because he was watching when I was offered these opportunities and I didn't say yes. I didn't sell my soul or my ass. Excuse my French, y'all. Some of y'all, hopefully y'all have no kids around, but I didn't sell nothing for success. It's like, nah, that's not what I want.
So what are you crying for then? It should be no harm, no foul. You didn't sell your soul for success. So it sounds like you're trying to gay shame these people.
Everything he just said is on the list of overused sayings.
I don't give a fuck what these grown ass men do in their private life. I don't care. If anything, I give them kudos for still acting and looking like and maintaining the appearance of a man instead of the alternative. At least you got to speculate with them. I don't give a fuck what they do behind their doors. They stay right. I ain't monitoring nobody's sexual proclivities. I just know if a nigga sexually harass me and I'm uncomfortable, I'm not going to stay there for 18 years. I don't give a fuck how much they paying. Because I could get more by saying, nigga, I got you on tape sexually harassing me. And I wouldn't even actually tell them that, because that's when you might come up missing. You just pop up with the tape. You just pop up with the tape and the lawsuit. Then if you come up missing, everybody look at them.
End up in a lake.
You would have got more money back then than you are. Nobody cares. You seem like a disgruntled female right now, sir. I ain't said that. I ain't seen my ass. God got me. Well, why are you crying now then? He said God watched them get off at the casting couch. You didn't turn. So what's up? Why this now? And what if you didn't sell no ass? There was no unwanted touching or anything. What are we talking about here? You sound like you just hating on niggas.
I ain't into that. I ain't into dudes. I got the only beard in the bed policy. Mine is the only beard in the bed. We ain't doing none of that. I don't get out like that.
I, as a straight man, have never said I got only one beard in the bed policy. Now, I have happened to tell a whole bunch of women who is tough as hell thought they could run shit and all that. No. There's only room for one dick in this relationship. I got it. If I can't be the man, we finna leave. But that's me talking to a tough ass woman, not having to explain to the public that it's only room for one beard in my bed. What the fuck? We would assume that seeing as how you're a heterosexual man, why would you need to have a rule that there's only one beard in your bed, sir? This doesn't make sense. Gabe, have you ever said anything like that?
Nope. Never.
Like, how does he come up with it? Even if a gay dude hollered at you, that's what you said him. No, bro, he's only one beard in bed with me. No, then you would be like, I'm not gay. I'm not into that.
No, thank you. Or
pass. One beard in the bed with me. You're real suspect right now, Christian. Real suspect. You being light-skinned don't make it no better.
And these people kept on for years. Sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony.
Sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted, nigga, sexual harassment ain't no crime. It's an EEOC thing. Thank you for the $5 cash out.
Oh, what the hell?
And where I'm at now is that in the middle of the night, I think about if I'm brave enough to name the person.
I thought you was ready to name them. Now you got to think about whether you brave enough. But you just said God had you. You was 8 steps ahead of this. You was strategic. Now you questioning yourself about whether you should name them or not.
Yeah, he'll reveal it after he hits a certain number of subs.
One of y'all should hit my super chat, make sure it's working. I ain't never got one over here. I've never gotten one over here because I hadn't been live since I've been monetized over here. Or partially monetized, as they call it.
I'll take a polygraph live. I'll take 5 polygraph.
Not admissible in court. Cheat on polygraph, sir.
It's live. And I'll pass all of them because it's the truth. This person is a predator.
Reggie, that's what I said. This sounds like a public shakedown. He ain't saying nobody's name, but the niggas that he talking about know who they are. It sounds like a public shakedown. He like, nigga, this is what Cassie did pretty much. But Cassie reached out to the messenger, like, I'm gonna write this book. Nigga, that's what you should do. You should just wrote a book. How much y'all won't bet this nigga be on Gayle King next week?
And he's one of 7.
Or Tasha K.
And it's a shame, man. But I think it's time.
You can't do no video saying it's time for me to tell who these people is, and then the whole hour and 7 minutes, you don't tell us who it is. Apparently, it's not time. It's beta time, but it's not time for you to tell.
I want to, and I know, P, I know you on here. I want to say everything now. And I have proof. It's not like I'm just making false accusations. I intentionally let the statute of limitations expire. It's not about money.
Get him, Gabe.
You're a fucking idiot. God damn it.
Intentionally, so it's not about money, it's about ruining his reputation or their reputation.
At this
you
point,
could have did that during the statute of limitations. You got to press charges. You could have just did it. It ain't about. It's not about that, sir. There are no statute of limitations on civil suits.
Well, then you deserve it, man. Jeez.
Only on criminal charges and offenses are their statute of limitations. It doesn't apply to civil suits, which is why motherfuckers can say they were 17, 20, 30 years ago and P. Diddy raped them. That's how all them old women was coming out on Bill Cosby because it ain't. But most of them sued civilly. They wanted money. I don't know how many of them actually filed criminal. The Constance Randstand lady, she actually did criminal charges. I don't know how many other women did, but most of them are just there for the civil suits.
Accusations. I intentionally let the statute of limitations expire. It's not about money, but I'm gonna have to take the receipts, the recordings down to the police department and.
Sir, if the statute of limitations are gone, why the fuck are you taking them to the police?
Well, see, I purposely deleted all the tapes.
And here's the thing, so he trying to be smart, but like he tried to say, I ain't trying to snitch on a nigga while snitching on him. If you take him to the police, they're gonna start investigating other people that may have worked around these people to see if they'll come forward. Just gonna say you trying to Me Too whoever this nigga is.
You just fuck it up for the real victims, man.
I said, I gotta take these tapes down to the police 18 years later.
I'm gonna have to take the receipts, the recordings down to the police department and let them hear this individual. I wasn't working for him in the month and the year that he showed up to my apartment and offered me $100,000 to take my clothes off. He said, I don't even need to touch you. I just want to see you naked.
There ain't nothing wrong with that neither. What is criminal about that? What is criminal? That's just like going to a bitch and be like, hey, I will give you $100,000 just to see you naked. I don't want to touch you. You ain't got to do nothing. I just want to see you naked. It's a yes or no thing. It's a simple yes or no thing. Oh my goodness, I wasn't working for him then. Why you ain't tell then, nigga? Hey, he just popped up to your house unannounced and you opened the door? Did he call before he came? This is just a lot of holes in this story, sir.
Just how it happened to be in the neighborhood at 2 a.m.
Man, I'm gonna pop by my ex-employee's house and ask, hey, you want 100,000? Let me see you naked.
I declined because again,
he lied
to take my clothes off. He said, I don't even need to touch you. I just want to see you naked. I declined because again, I got my integrity with me. I'll take the long way around.
You ain't gonna take the long way around. You had already worked for him. You said this, we don't even know the years, but you said you had been carrying a recorder around since 05. And then at this point where you were offered the 100,000, you weren't even working for him no more.
I bet you has one of those big checks to give you for winning a tournament.
You didn't want to record him pulling up to your house asking for the money? Or asking you to do that?
But being that I wasn't working with him and we were in my apartment, he had visited my apartment to offer me a job of this fall because the lead of this.
So you let the nigga who had previously sexually harassed you come to your apartment to offer you a job. Now earlier you told us you wouldn't go to the director apartment to get a job, but you would let the director come to your house to offer you a job? You want a home field advantage, huh?
I'm not even trying to be funny, but it's almost like he's asking for it in a sense. Are you trying to have this happen?
No, I ain't gonna go to your apartment. Hell no. You just seen my resume. That's the thing he said. I've already auditioned. You know I killed it. You know I could take that. And I already like you got my headshots. You have a resume. You know what I could do. So the same guy that you once worked for need to come to your house to offer you a job. He knows where you stay, so apparently he knows how to contact you in a whole bunch of different ways other than showing up at your house. None of those were cool. He had to show up. And instead of him showing up, offering you a job, he was like, nigga, I give you 100,000, let me see your nigga. Spin around. That's the story we going with. Man, look.
Particular project was going to do something else, so he needed another lead. I recorded it because I didn't trust him. And I told him, because the lead of this particular project was going to do something else, so he needed another lead. I recorded it because I didn't trust him. And I told him over and over. And he still always tried shit. Just.
That wasn't illegal though. So you recorded him to point out he gay? Is that what you're trying to do? You trying to out him? Yeah, that's not gonna go well for you in 2023. You can't just be out here outing people and then you get sued for that.
Blame your agent, not the director on this one.
That's a hate crime.
Tried shit. So if people don't believe me, they can hear him in his voice. I have always kept something on me. Always. Even if my phone is off.
Where I'm from, when a nigga say they always kept something on them, they talking about that pistol. This nigga talking about a recording device. I hope we hear you on there recording, cutting the fuck up. Nigga, I ain't gay. Why the fuck you keep asking me to do this gay shit? I hope you going off on this recording when he showed up at your house to offer you a job, but instead offered you an indecent proposal. Please tell me you on the recording going off.
And else is if I'm around somebody that has tried to sexually harass me, pressure me, intimidate me into some nonsense, I've always kept something on me.
See, I think if you had knocked one of them niggas out, the world would have understood why you did so. The world would have paid your bond. Nope, you just recorded it and nobody's heard the recordings. We just got to take your word for it. Have you even played any of these recordings back to see if the devices you got still work? Make sure it's not erased.
There's no way the battery's got to work at this point.
18 years worth of recordings. I just got to keep throwing it out. 18 years worth.
So I can protect myself, because if they're that powerful and they feel that entitlement, they can also try to get in the way of your work. I want to speak on it. I also want to keep.
But you had said you wasn't working for him when he came through, so apparently he wasn't trying to keep you from your work because you said, nigga. This is baffling. Now you said this nigga had always kept fucking with you. That wasn't the first time he asked you that. Did he try to stop you from working? Because in fact, you said all this happened. You weren't working for it, but he came to you and he popped up at your house to offer you a job. Doesn't seem like he was trying to stop your work. Because he came to offer you a job. Fuck the indecent proposal part. You said the man popped up at your house because he was going to offer you a pod. You had turned him down previously. According to you, now you scared and think he'll try to fuck with your work. All right, then.
Making great things and creating jobs and opportunities. But I don't know, I got backups for the backups for the backups for the backups. I've watched way too many Jason Bourne movies not to have 15.
This nigga said J.C. Bourne. But I want to point out, he said creating jobs and opportunities now. That's Tyler Perry. He created a lot of jobs. He put a lot of niggas on.
Backups. I can press play and you can hear the person and you'll know immediately who the person is that's offering me $100,000 to strip.
I wonder if he did it in the Medea voice.
You'll know right away and it'll break your heart.
I just want to see you strip, big ass.
And to strip. You'll know right away and it'll break your heart. I won't have to say the person's name, but I can and I will. I don't mind doing a polygraph of 3 or 5 on live TV, and I'll pass all of them because it's the truth. This industry is something else. It's wonderful, and we get to chase our dreams, and we get to live other lives. I get to be a judge or an FBI agent. I get to be a girl dad. And some of the people that you think are your mentor.
What does you being a girl dad have to do with the industry that you said is fucked up? It's good. You can chase your dreams. You can do this. I get to be a girl dad. Being a parent ain't got shit to do with you being in Hollywood.
You're acting more like a girl man.
Light-skinned nigga, man.
Are literally and figuratively just trying to fuck you. I have documentation from the dealership for the car that they tried to buy as an apology for offering me $100,000 to strip. It's time.
So they offered you $100,000 to strip. You said no. So instead of them trying to ruin your career, as you said you were scared of, they bought you a car and said, you know what, bro, I was out of line. I shouldn't have did that. Not ruin your career, buy your car. You got receipts for that too, ladies and gentlemen.
Really want to just clear the air because I'm tired. And then where I'm at now, if it still feels like that person is fucking with you just to fuck with you, just to mess with you. The industry can be wonderful. I'm grateful. Be clear that this person showed me how not to be. When I'm a boss, people get daps and church hugs. The attractive women that work on even on my shows, my productions, they get daps and church hugs. That's it. Because this person showed me how not to be when I'm in charge and when I built something and when I created something. I hear you, Brunel. I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna dial it back. You get on my nerves because I know you're right, but it's in my fucking bone marrow and I'm tired of this person gallivanting around doing these PR stunts. Oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do that. Well, then speak on if you want to have.
He ain't said that. He just did the light-skinned mating call. Listen to this shit.
Around doing these PR stunts. Oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do that. Well, then speak on if you want to have.
What?
That, ladies and gentlemen, light-skinned mating call. Ooh, I can't even do it. This nigga here, boy, I want to tell y'all, but I can't tell, but I want to. Bro, thanks for calming me down. Thanks for holding me back, because it's in my bones, it's in my spirit. It's on the tip of my tongue. But I ain't gonna tell you.
We're gonna have a conversation, y'all, really soon. Really, really soon. Really soon. And I thank God that he made me the way that I am, because I know he sat back and watched, like, what are you gonna do? Like, are you going to acquiesce, take this movie that's gonna make $60, $60, $70, $80 million. Are you going to take this picture? Are you going to go to that late night audition, that late night table read?
Sir, you just told us the late night job offer popped up at your apartment and you let them in. Nigga, you didn't say he asked you that through the buzzer. Like he got to your gate and like, hey nigga, I give you 100,000, let me see a strip. You let him in. The same guy you said had tried you before, you let this nigga in your house. Whoever this mystery nigga is it Dwight Howard? I don't know.
No, you ain't built me like that. I'm been beat, shot at, stomped out more than most of the people that are here on this live put together. P, I'm gonna call you in a minute. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna air it out, but I'm so fucking close because I'm tired.
Well, can we stop watching it if you're not gonna air it out? This is nigga, you should have wrote this in your diary like Huggy. Why we had to hear about this? Why are we hearing about this? Like we want to hear the good, sir. We don't want to hear it. We want to hear everything. We need names, mostly.
I'm tired.
Ain't nothing you said criminal. It just may mean that the dude like boy butt. That's what it sounded like. Give us a name. Confront. What is your aggressor? Still not the word I'm looking for, but
you're a perpetrator?
Attacker.
Attacker.
I was going to say face your accuser, but he's the accuser, so it's not that one.
Face your
offender. Well, offender, attacker.
Yeah, it's close enough.
That's still not the word I'm looking. There's a better word. It'll come to my head.
Let me source.
It needs to be told.
Yeah, well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out like 10 minutes from now. Just bear with us, ladies and gentlemen.
And the bad part is, I'm gonna be painted as the villain.
Abuser,
perpetrator, or aggressor.
Yeah, I said aggressor. No, I didn't say. I said something with A.
You said aggressor. I said perpetrator. We're technically correct.
You're abuser. All of you're offender. You're and I said attacker. I didn't say aggressor. I said you're attacker.
When I was the one that was sexually harassed for years, both fucking close, because I'm tired. I'm tired. And it needs to be told. And the bad part is, I'm gonna be painted as the villain when
nobody's calling you a villain right now. Nigga, we want to know what you're talking about. If you were done wrong, you were done wrong. How you gonna be a villain?
Time waster.
How you gonna be a villain? And you got recordings, 18 years worth. You would be a victim, but you won't even tell us who victimized you. And technically, sexual harassment, that's bullshit, sir. That's your complaint. I was sexually harassed. Not a nigga forced me to do it for a job. Not a nigga raped me. Not a nigga blackballed me. You sexual harassment. And bought me a car when he found out I was upset about the sexual harassment. Apparently he didn't know you were upset any of the other times. He just knew you was upset when he offered you the 100,000 strip. Now, coincidentally enough, he probably took that same 100,000 that you turned down and put it on the car. So you still. Well, no, he didn't get the 100. Did he take the car? He said he got the receipts for that. Did you take the car? Because if you didn't take the car, how you got receipts? Did he purchase what? Like, did he leave it at your house? Did he text you and say, hey, nigga, my bad for last night. I just look outside. I just bought you a Bentley. How did this go?
I was the one that was sexually harassed for years, bullied, intimidated, and sexually harassed for years. And I'm going to be painted as the villain because y'all have deified this person.
No, I don't even know.
And then if a person tells you,
Nigga, really, talking about what we deified this person. Nigga, apparently you deified him. You refused to snitch on him. He ain't do shit to us.
over and over. First of all, in general, you have no right to touch anybody. None. Now,
so when were you touched? When were you touched? Because you said the nigga said he ain't want to touch you when you got naked. When were you touched? So you were touched and you still didn't say anything to anyone. Just secret recordings.
Maybe meant touched by flattered.
You have no right to touch anyone. This is true. So if you know this, and you're the one that's been sexually harassed all these years, why didn't you do something about it? You literally did nothing about it. You taking so you're a grown man. Men handle shit differently than women. Men don't come out here and start a fucking Me Too campaign. Yeah, Terry Crews, when he came out with his story, he didn't even, goddamn it, do a Me Too campaign. He just said, fuck it, the nigga grabbed my dick. And I took it because I wanted more work.
And they laughed.
He didn't say it happened. He didn't say it happened over and over and over again. He just told of one instance. You saying this shit happened over and over and over again. I'm trying to think, did Terry Crews didn't say the nigga name either? What's up with y'all? Y'all is worse than these women.
I remember him getting made fun of for that shit.
Yeah, and the only reason he got made fun of is because he an ex-football player. They're like, nigga, all that testosterone flowing through you, and you took it. But if you listen to him, he was that he was at the time, he was like a bouncer or something, where he had a regular ass job, and this was his chance to break through in Hollywood. And it just happened at one time, so he capitulated, even though I still wouldn't have done it.
that's why I'm careful. Like when I do my shows and everything, it's show chugs. I put the veils on and I kiss people on the hair.
Church hugs. I want to feel that ass when you hug me.
Here, nothing sexual, nothing weird, nothing crazy. And I'm trusting that, the fans will receive that out of a place of love and connection. But you are not allowed to touch somebody without their permission. Not allowed to try to touch them in a sexual private place without their permission. And if they've already declared, like, hey, bro, I get that that's your thing, but I like black women and Hennessy. And so miss me with the bullshit, because I'm never.
Sir, you can't be trying to sound cool when you're telling a story about you being sexually harassed and possibly touched. You
I was
can't
just about to say, all right, cool guy.
I like women and I like black women and Hennessy. Why did you have to throw the Hennessy in there right after saying I love God? Y'all niggas is crazy.
I'm going to be open to that. I'm never going to swing at that pitch. Like I'm batting for this team over here. God made ovaries and fallopian tubes and vagina, labia majora, labia minora, uterus. This is wonderful over here. So I'm going to stay over here, like chill. And then this person still tries to grab you, physically grab you.
And you show up to work the next day.
Sounds like you were willing to hear trade offers.
Yeah, and he showed up to work the next day.
Contracts are contracts.
Cassie speaking out has given me
An idea.
has reminded me.
So wait a minute. It took a bitch to inspire. You know what Cassie didn't do? Cassie didn't come out here and hide the motherfucking name. She let you see who it was in the lawsuit. You ain't even talking about suing. You said, I done let the statute of limitations expire, and now I'm going to take these tapes down to the police station.
All
So
part
they
of his
can tell
master
you,
plan.
huh? So they can tell you, because you know recordings can't show you being touched. Like they can pick up audio, but they can't show you being touched. And the police be like, yeah, off color comments, like we're not the EEOC, sir. We're not human resources. What the fuck do you want us to do? So the nigga cat called you.
About not just me, because it was brutal going through, because it lasted for years. But her speaking out.
Sir, according to Cassie, she was beaten, she was drugged, she was pimped out. And you talking about niggas making offhand comments to you. Cassie wishes she could say that's the only thing that happened with her. So yeah, he made some sexual harassment comments. That was it. I'm sure she would love for that to have been her experience instead of the other stuff that she alleges happened.
People need to know. And the funny thing is, predators like that, they resent the prey that got away. They resent.
This nigga, he's repeating himself now. You've already said that, sir.
The prey that got away. The prey that did.
You done told us 3 times already that you keep a recording device on you. You ain't gotta say that no more.
The prey that didn't acquiesce and say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take this L and sacrifice my morals for this opportunity. Nah. That was around the time that I was considering going back to Michigan, 08, 09, because work was slow and the work that was coming was.
Wait, he from Michigan? Y'all is taking the L. This better not be no Detroit nigga.
Was offered with a side of penis. And yeah, that don't do nothing for me. I'm bad for your team. So, yeah, at some point soon.
I was gonna go back to Michigan because all the jobs being offered to me came with dick. That's what he just said. But according to you, your first job came with dick. Or it was at least offered, just like with everything else. It's offered. The offer's out there. You don't have to take it. But would you have been more comfortable if it was a female sexually harassing you, sir? That's why I gotta ask. If it was a female doing the exact same thing, would you be considering it sexual harassment? Or are you only considering sexual harassment because you're trying to say the guy was a homosexual?
I've spoken with my attorney trying to figure out how to deal with it. It's never been about money. I literally intentionally let the statute of limitation.
He done said that shit twice now, y'all.
He'd be a natural for
That's
being a
not
streamer.
about money or being a pursuit.
Huh?
He'd be a natural for YouTube.
But at some point, really soon, the police report is going to be filed, and I'll turn over the recordings of the inappropriate behaviors and inappropriate.
You said the statute of limitations have, you can't file no police report, idiot. You said that the statutes have passed. File a report saying what? They can't do anything with it because you said the statute of limitations have passed, you jackass. What are they supposed to do with it? But tell you it's too late. We can't do shit, sir. Maybe if it came in 18 years ago, we could have caught him.
First, and I'll turn over the paperwork for the car that was bought as an apology for offering me $100,000 to take my clothes off.
That ain't against the law. Why do the police need to see the paperwork for the car that was bought to you because you was offered $100,000? Why do they care? That ain't against the law. It's not against the law for this nigga to ask to see you naked and pay you. It's not against the law for him to buy you a car and say, my bad, bro. That's not against the law. Why would you waste the police time with it? What you need to do is do like Cassie and file a civil suit. Because you haven't said the nigga has done anything criminal yet. You keep talking about nigga touched you, but you ain't said word. You ain't say what type of touching. And you ain't mentioning it when you talk about going to the police. This is the second time you done mentioned going to the police, and you ain't said nothing about him touching you. Grabbing your nipples, smacking you on your ass, grabbing your dick. You ain't said none of this.
Did you show us on the doll?
Yeah, the most information you've given us is the nigga showed up at your house and offered you $100,000 to see you naked. That's like the most descriptive thing you've given. And you've been talking for 22 minutes and 50 seconds.
Y'all can hear him. His voice is very distinctive. And I wanna empty. I'm tired of carrying this shit. There's a reason now why I fight more than ever when somebody wrongs me, why I almost too aggressively speak up, is because I wasn't brave enough to then, and I regret not being able to be strong enough, and I resent that part of me that wasn't strong enough.
So you a bitch. You might well be playing for the other team, nigga. You were scared of another man.
I'm expecting him to say, that's because I'm standing in my truth. Now hit my cash app.
It's taking everything in me not to air out everything and put all the recordings online, put all the paperwork and the PDFs online. There's no reason that.
How many PDFs you got? And since this video dropped, he ain't uploaded shit.
This person's company would be on the bill of sale for a vehicle unless it's right after the timestamp recording of him offering me $100,000 to take my clothes off. He said, I don't have to touch you. I just want to see you naked. I'm like, what the fuck? What? Like, you know, I'm not into that. I don't fuck around like that. I don't do that. What the fuck? What?
So if you've told this gentleman that before, why in the fuck were you willing to entertain him for a job? And why in the fuck did you let him into your apartment? You've had this conversation with him before. You claim it's been going on for years. So why the fuck did you think you were gonna get a different outcome when this nigga decided to show up at your house? You couldn't say no, you could not let him in. I'm just saying, G, I'm only going off of what you've been saying for the past 22 minutes. You done told this nigga several times you don't play for that team. You wasn't working for him when he came over and said, hey, see you nigga. I like you and I want you. And you're shocked that he asked you to do that when you claim that's his history any damn way. And then you finally broke away from the sexual harassment. You weren't working for him. And then you invite yourself back into it. Because what if he didn't offer you the $100,000? What if he just gave you the job? You would have showed up the next day willing to be sexually harassed until the project was over? Come on, G, this shit don't sound right.
Leave. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get out. I thought you were my brother and my friend. And
Take this one, Gabe. Take it.
Boo-hoo, guy. Boo-hoo.
No, fuck boo-hoo. This nigga just said, I thought you were my brother and my friend to a guy he said that had been sexually harassing him for years.
Well, then you deserve it.
You thought he had changed? You thought, because you weren't working for it no more for a brief period of time, he had changed all of a sudden. Wasn't he your brother and your friend when he was initially sexually harassing you? And you just had to tell him before, I don't get down like that. I like women and Hennessy. I don't believe this light-skinned nigga. This sound like some beige rage, just some shit for attention.
Or a Michigan thing. I don't know.
Ooh.
No.
I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you. I can't lie. I'm gonna miss you. I've got ties, and so do you. I'm gonna miss you. I just think this is the thing to do.
I'm guessing that song was playing when they was having a conversation.
it's definitely
Funny.
it has nothing to do with my
Abbott and Costello, who's on first routine.
You said what?
You should have him do the Abbott and Costello, who's on first. Talking. Never mind.
I don't know if they got that one on the app.
Oh, it's on the app.
Yes, I'm a drama queen, but not by choice. It's genetic.
who's in here. Be clear. I thought this person was a brother type figure, a mentor type figure. But for you to continuously throw these opportunities, you know good and damn well, all it ever was you pretended to be a mentor trying to get some ass. That'll never happen. I don't bat for that team.
I'm still confused on how this nigga was able to come to your apartment. Knowing all of this. But I know Jason is a killer, but you know, he never killed me. I mean, he tried, he chased me a couple times, but he was just playing. I'm gonna let Jason into my apartment to, you know, have cocktails. Jason, and then when Jason swings the knife, Jason, I thought you were a brother, a friend. I think I've been trying to kill you. You thought I was your friend? I've been trying to kill you. Oh, YouTube, that was a joke and kind of like an analogy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I gotta get off of here and talk to my brother because I'm so fucking close to just airing everything out and just dumping everything online in the morning. I'm tired, man. I'm not forgiving myself. I didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't brave enough back then because somebody said, forgive yourself. KG?
Sir, well, that means you regret not being brave enough back then. So whoever told you to forgive yourself is right. No, I ain't gonna forgive myself. I wasn't wrong. I wasn't brave enough back then. So you need to forgive yourself for being a coward, sir. You need to forgive yourself for allowing this nigga to your house to offer you $100,000 after you said you wasn't working for him no more, so he was gone. And you had already turned down his unwanted sexual advances several times in the past. He never should have been at your house, sir. You have no way to explain it. Were you that in need of money that you was willing to take a job from the nigga that you said been sexually harassing you for years? So if you were willing to do that, what makes us think you didn't take the $100,000 or the car? Notice he never said he didn't take the car. He never said that. He just said his paperwork, bill of sales. How would you know how would you know the bill of sales is in this nigga company name unless you took the fucking car? I don't think you would have disclosed how he bought the car or any of that to you unless you took it. Unless you had the title and you could see all of that.
It's heavy on my heart, man, and I'm tired. And we around here deifying people that go out and do this. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna pay off this, and
Hey, this is what dude said to him.
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
That must be one of his recordings.
Hey, that's a live recording from Christian phone. I'm gonna play it again. This is what we said to him by this mystery man.
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
pay off that, and I'm gonna pay off that. But at the same time, these same people are predators. I'm not blaming myself for saying no. I'm not blaming myself for almost quitting acting. I'm just mad at me for not being brave enough to say something sooner. That's the only thing that I regret.
Guess what? Even after you talking, you still gonna feel like pussy because your manhood is gone, sir. You can't get that moment back. The time for you to be aggressive and mad and all that shit is when the nigga was in your face doing it. You still gonna feel like a pussy. Look how you had to do it. You came online 18 years later and then said, well, Cassie motivated me. Bitch, you about a month late. The Cassie shit old.
I wish I'd have been brave enough. I'm him now. I know who I am. I know who God built me to be. And I'm not afraid of those consequences. My concern is that a lot of y'all are gonna be like, man.
And also, great point with the I said, what will receipts prove this? You can't, nigga, you act like he bought you the car the next day. You were an ex-co-worker of his. You said he was a brother, a mentor. The mentor brought you a car. Like, will the time with it, is there a date on that recording that say this happened on the 11th and you got the car on the 12th? Is that what it will show?
And your immediate reaction is going to be like, oh, well, we got to protect our deity. We got to protect. It's going to have to happen. I mean,
alone in a world that's so cold. Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father, too bold. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She never satisfied.
Cry, little dove, cry.
peers are mad at me because it may interfere with their work. But yeah, you get a grown-ass man.
True. Truth laughing. Let me play another one since she laughing.
Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man eater.
And knows that you're heterosexual and you're sleeping off Hennessy in his guest room.
What?
Because he says it's safe. Because I know I'm bad, so I'm after the big party.
So you went to sleep at the nigga house that you said been sexually harassing you, drunk? Man, I'm with Gabe. If ever there was a person that was asking for it, it would be this light-skinned nigga. Bro, just stop talking. Are you full of the Hennessy right now?
Yeah. You get a grown-ass man that knows that you're heterosexual and you're sleeping off Hennessy in his guest room.
I'm sorry. I'm not sleeping at anybody's house that I know is gay. I'm sorry, I'm just not. You saying he knew you was heterosexual. Bitch, you knew he was gay and you spent the night in his guest room because he told you it was safe even though he was drunk. You was drunk. Why are you at the gay man's house anyway, sir, if he's come on to you? I need a break.
And it just happened to be the same bed because his bed was broke that day. Coincidence.
This is how I'm feeling right now.
Oh, what the hell?
I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this man. Man, y'all gotta kick him out the light-skinned nigga committee, coalition, or whatever y'all call this. He got to be kicked out.
Because he says it's safe. Because I know I'm bad, so I'm after a big party. Won't say what type, won't say where. I'm asleep.
So you just ain't telling us shit. After the day party, I ain't gonna say when, I ain't gonna say where. Just a day party. Is it Puff Daddy? Cause we know Puff Daddy throw some mean parties. Is it him? Help me please. Say, can we get a clue?
I'm going because I'm 4-5 Hennessy's deep and not short Hennessy's either. And this dude tries to climb in the bed with you.
Okay, cool guy.
So you spaz out, push him out. Like, what the fuck?
That's your reaction. Spaz out, kick him out of bed, not whoop his ass. Because had that been me, I'd have been on the news with a mug shot up. Not you, though. Like, I'm going to get him next time. Let me bring my trusty recorder. I'll get him next time.
They're whole bottles of Hennessy.
But you knew this man was gay. I never mind. I was about to say something, but I can't say that. And have me in the whole Rick Ross, you ain't even know it category, so I can't say I can let that one go. But I'm just saying, bro, you full of Hennessy in a gay man's house.
I have a sound effect I can't play.
A known gay man's house, because you said you had to let him know. I don't have to let none of my friends know I'm heterosexual because they just know because they're all heterosexual too. It's just kind of known amongst each other. We smashed in gas. We don't have to put that out there. And if there's a question about said person being trustworthy, why in the fuck? First of all, you got drunk at the nigga house. And then instead of your rich ass catching a Uber, a car service, or anything, catching a ride home with anybody that was there, no, I'm gonna stay here. And then you stayed in the bed by yourself. It wasn't no, so you didn't say you had a bitch in the room with you. It's just you in this grown man house. What was the bitches, Mr. Hennessy? Seemed like you bitch, you at a day party, you Christian, you look like you'd had a couple bitches in the bed with you.
Ready to leave. He apologizes. Blame it on the alcohol.
Oh, blame it on the alcohol.
And you try to forgive him. So you're like, all right, man. All right, I'm going. You shake his hand on the way out, and he tries to back your penis.
I'm out, gay. Fuck this shit up.
Deserves it. Deserves it. I don't know. It's almost like are you trying to? It's like you've done everything possible to get this done to you. You go to a gay guy's house, you sleep over, you drink his stuff, you take 2 a.m. meetings, you accept cars and gifts.
No, this is what gets me, gay. This is what bothers me. And we just don't stick to this part of the story. You go to sleep in the nigga house drunk. You say he climb in the bed with you. You spaz out. You kick him out the bed. And then you say, all right, my nigga. Shake his hand. So you tried to shake the nigga hand who just hopped in bed with you and tried to take your booty.
Just go, oh, my bad. Yeah, no problem.
And then I forgive him. Like I've forgiven him the other times for the sexual harassment. I forgive him, shake his hand, and then he grabbed my dick.
That's what you said the last 12 times.
Why are you shaking this man's hand and he just tried to take your booty? The last thing you would be trying to do is have a conversation with this nigga, look at him, touch him, or anything. Michigan is taking the L on this one. A North Memphis nigga would never.
And you try to forgive him. So you're like, all right, man. All right, I'm going. You shake his hand on the way out, and he tries to grab your penis.
Oh, he didn't grab it. He tried to. So that's trying to grab your penis is not against the law. He didn't touch it, so you can't even get him for assault. You said he tried to. And that was after you touched his hand. You touched his hand. He might have thought you was coming on to him. Because no nigga goes from being upset that you just tried to hop in the bed with me while I'm sleeping drunk to, all right, my nigga, dap. Ain't no dapping going on.
What a handshake. My God.
Right. Like, I'm cussing your ass out. The only way I would have touched you was my fist hitting your jaw. I know, all right, man, I'm out. He didn't realize you were out after you spazzed out?
It wasn't even like a boxer. You know, when boxers fuck up, they do the glove touch there.
He tries to shake and grab your equipment. And you spaz even more. Like, what the?
Nigga, apparently it only take one spazzing out, G. It don't take two. So apparently your spazzing out was simply just, hey, stop. That's not spazzing out, sir. Spazzing out is that nigga would have left in the ambulance.
He has a high spaz
You would
tolerance.
have left in handcuffs. But 9 times out of 10, if you whooped his ass, nigga, it wasn't gonna be reported unless you knocked him unconscious because he didn't want the backlash, because everybody would have understood why you whooped his ass if you told this story.
What you doing, man? What the fuck? Oh, my bad. So you go to leave, he tries to do it again. Now, at that point, my only regret is not breaking multiple bones in this person's face.
He finally said it. So I'm gonna clap for you. It took you 28 minutes to finally say that you had that some sort of violence should have taken place.
Finally, a breakthrough.
It was because he offended. He touched you. He tried. When he got in the bed, nigga, he touched you. Then you said he tried to grab your ping. But you also said you tried to dap this nigga up. Like, all right, man. I know it was a gay accident. My bad. You good. Who feels sorry for this man at this point?
This sounds more like a down low story.
It really does. It sounds like he trying to tell on somebody else while keeping the shit that he did a secret.
Like when trannies
Ain't
got
no way you turning down. Are you turning down all this temptation, but you still hanging out with this nigga?
Like when trannies point out that they're trannies.
Like beating the dog shit out of this person, right? Because that's available to me at all times.
Clearly it wasn't available to you because that nigga should have got punched as soon as he slid in the bed with you. Now keep in mind, he telling us he drunk. Most drunk people don't remember shit like this, but he remembers all this vividly. And he told us he was on about 5 Hennessy's. He made sure to say not the short ones, the long ones. So he was taking double shots. Said blame it on alcohol, but he remembers all of this vividly. All right then. You wouldn't make a reliable witness because the defense would just bring up what I did. Sir, you just admitted that you were drinking like a bitch. Are you sure this even happened? Are you sure it was my client? The lights on, the lights off. What did he say to you when he got in the bed? He just slid in? You was drunk sleep, so what happened? Like, did he touch your thigh? Did his son Campbell you? What happened? Why didn't you have the fucking door locked?
Grizzly bear is always available, but in the moment, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? But you got a guy that's a billionaire, and I got $3 grand in my.
He talking about. He got to be talking about Tyler Perry. He's a billionaire, and I got $3 grand. And so you were scared of a man that bleeds just like you.
Bank account. Who they gonna believe? Right? I got that $3 grand. That's my son's mom's rent for next month. You know, gotta make sure little man's taken care of. That's my rent, and that's a little bit for the gas tank, and the rest of it I can go to the dollar store and get some bread and bologna and hot dogs, and mustard, and I can get by. Work was slow, and a lot of the work that was coming was it had penis attached to it. I'm like, fuck that, man. That's not what I want. That's not what I'm about to do.
So you at a day party with the man who been offering you penis for these jobs. You didn't want to take it, but you wanted to party with him. You only got $3 grand, but you at the party getting drunk with the nigga that you claim been sexually harassing you for years. None of this makes sense. And it makes you look bad as a man, sir. Not because it happened, it's because you kept allowing it to happen. You said no mas, never.
I regret not speaking up then, not being brave enough to, and I regret not hurting this person. Because I'm.
Yeah, so E. Brooks, this light-skinned nigga from Michigan is telling us how he was at a day party, but he won't say with who and where and whatever, but he said the man know he's straight and he was drunk and the man offered him to go to sleep or spend the night in his guest room because he's safe. So he said, I'm drunk. I go in the bed, I lay down, no bitches around. And next thing I know, dude is trying to get in bed with me. I spaz out, I get him out the bed, I forgive him. I'm on the way out the door, I handshake this nigga and he try to grab my dick. That's what this light-skinned nigga from Michigan saying. Now, I don't know what part of Michigan he is, but y'all got CMA and him. Y'all taking L's this year. I'm sorry. What is this?
I'm a big heart. Mother had a big heart.
I thought they was pimping out of Detroit. This ain't no pimping. I don't know what this is.
Mother's heart was just big, slim issue. She was like a little yellow boy. You gonna come and you're gonna be a part of my family. And I always try to think about.
Who called him little yellow boy? Wait, so the nigga mama calls you little yellow boy? You can't make this shit up. This story just keeps getting worse and worse.
You know, they surveyed people and asked them, name a way to stop sexual harassment. His answer, Sleep with them in the bed. Survey says.
Go to his day party.
Oh.
Mother's heart was just a big flame issue. I had a big heart. Mother had a big heart. Mother's heart was just a big flame issue. She's like, look, little yellow boy, you're gonna come and you're gonna be a part of my family. And I always try to think about things, you know.
Oh, maybe you're a doctor.
And not lash out, even though I wanted to, even though I want to.
He crying.
I'm mad at me for not hitting him. I'm mad at me for not speaking up and saying something. Because between that year and now, how many young Black actors have fell for that? How many of them? And you can hear him.
They did it by choice though, because according to you, you did it, and you still have a career. You just told us how you was the boss on your TV show, and the people you hire, you dap in church hugs so they won't be uncomfortable. So apparently he didn't stop your career. You saying no to penis didn't stop your career. So the only ones that did it say no are the ones that are into that type of shit. Like, there's no amount of money to make me do any gay shit. If I do some gay shit, I must have wanted it to. If it wasn't for the money, it's just not. So I'm saying all the people that have been into the casting couch and all that, straight men, and they got offered, like, could they say that was one of Diddy things? They said, what they say, the pretty nigga that sung all the songs on New Jack City, they said he had to give Puff head to get that job. But he already looked sweet anyway. But it had to be something he wanted to do. Why would you do this? According to them, it wasn't money. It was just to be able to sing and be in the movie. That's a pretty, they wasn't getting millions of dollars for movies back then, unless you was fucking Wesley Snipes, and I don't think he got paid $1 million for New Jack City. So niggas slick already are like that. You don't just pop up one day and be like, yeah, let me suck some dick. Unless that's something you've already been curious about.
Say it you can hear him on the conversations. You can hear him on the conversations. You can hear him say that he has multiple guys on payroll, 6 figures a year, that pop up and they do whatever he wants and they go back home.
That's not illegal. That's a mistress, sir. That is a mistress. That's a side chick. That's a high-end escort. And guess what? All of those men were willing to show up and get that money and go back home. It's not against the law. And you ain't saying they actors or nothing. You said he just some regular niggas that he got. Not our cup of tea, because you said ain't your cup of tea neither. That's why I'm saying our. Not our cup of tea, but it's not illegal.
So they pop in, they grab their ankles, they do whatever he wants. And I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking do that. I'm not doing that. I don't want to make it that.
That's just that. I ain't true. I'm not doing him. That is the story. That's one of the stories the bodyguards and a lot of people have been saying recently that they bought Christopher Williams had to suck Puff's penis. And then and when they said that, they said that's because that's what Puffy had to do to the white guy that was up above him when he got in. I can't think of the fucking the white guy he was always with. Still cool with now. It's not Jimmy Iovine. It's somebody else. But yeah, that's
It's a rite of passage.
Yeah, but that's well, not a rite of passage. They're saying Puffy doing to people what was done to him. So I guess it rites of passage, I guess. But yeah, they said the Christopher Williams guy that saying Diddy made him give him head to be in the to get the little singing, because you know he did a lot of songs. Don't wake me, oh All that to do the soundtrack. He had to suck some penis.
I want to be able to shave in the fucking morning without any grief or any regret or any shame waiting for me in the mirror.
Yeah, I heard it before Jaguar was talking about it, but yep, she said it too.
There's a trauma that comes with being bullied and intimidated and sexually harassed like that.
Here's the dramatic cash out moment.
And the bad part is when the truth comes out, a lot of y'all in here are gonna be like, man, I don't believe it. And you can watch me on whatever news station. I'll take polygraphs live on TV. You can hear the recordings yourself. The person has a very distinctive voice when they offer me $100 grand to take my clothes off. The person has a very distinctive voice when they literally sexually assault me and try to grab my private parts, and I'm blocking their hand like, what the fuck are you doing?
Sir, trying to is not sexually assaulting. He tried to touch it, not that he did.
And he's like, oh, my bad, and tries to do it again. Some of these people are y'all heroes. Some of these people y'all have deified and set up on a stool. It's taking everything in me not to say. But I promise you this. I will promise you this. As an executive on the show, I'm grateful for this person for showing me how not to be. When you're the boss, how not to be. You don't sexually harass your employees. You don't pressure them, bully them, try to intimidate them into what you want. I am grateful for that lesson. I'm glad that God sat back, because not only was he watching to see if I was the person that he thought he had made, but he was letting me see who I am. And I'm grateful for it, because it let me know, and that gave me a lot of my bravery. I thank God that he just sat back and watched. It's going to be a conversation really soon. And it won't be a conversation or accusations. Again, I let the statute of limitations run out. It's never been about money. My concern is that this person is still doing it. Still a predator. And it's not okay. And I wish I was brave enough to speak up back then. I was worried that he would get in the way and try to interfere with my work and try to blackball me because he couldn't ball me. Pun intended. It's going to be a conversation real soon. The beauty of non-disclosure agreements is that even if you do sign them, you can't speak about certain things, but confidentiality agreements don't, after speaking with several attorneys, they do not prohibit you. They can't prevent you from going to police departments and reporting sexual harassment and giving them your receipts, giving them your recordings, giving them your PDFs. And they don't prevent you from reporting felonies. Sexual harassment is a felony. If you tell a whole grown man like, hey, I ain't into dudes, hey, y'all shut the fuck up.
That's not a felony. Why does Leo sound like a car? Like, what state is this nigga living in constantly saying it's a felony?
Reporting felonies. Sexual harassment is a felony. If you tell the agreements don't, after speaking with several attorneys, they do not prohibit you. They can't prevent you from going to police departments and reporting sexual harassment and giving them your receipts, giving them your recordings, giving them your PDFs.
The police don't care about sexual harassment, nigga. That's workplace shit. I got to ask over this shit.
And they don't prevent you from reporting felonies. Sexual harassment is a felony. If you tell a person, if you tell a whole grown man like that, I ain't into dudes, they don't shut the fuck up. You tell a grown man, I'm not into guys, he tries to grab your pride.
What the fuck does he have a lion in that bitch? He just told something to shut the fuck up. And it sounded like a car.
Not once, but twice. After trying to climb into bed with you. That is the legal definition of sexual assault. So, yeah. And no, I didn't see that document.
Clive Davis is the dude that made some of his dick. It's Clive Davis.
Yeah, NDA and confidentiality agreement do not cover crimes, and they don't prevent you from taking all your evidence to the police. And then there's a public record. So that's
Son of a bitch, I know this nigga didn't just say NDAs don't preclude you from taking shit to the police, but earlier he said that. Earlier the nigga literally said, well, you got these confidentiality agreements and NDAs, and you can't go to the police. That's how he started the video off 36 minutes ago. Now he's saying that he can't go to the police with the gun. Man, I don't like this nigga.
A few moments later.
Yeah, NDA and confidentiality agreement do not cover crimes, and they don't prevent you from taking all your evidence to the police. And then there's a public record. So at some point really soon, this conversation is gonna have to happen because it's fucking with me.
You having a conversation now?
It's bothering me. And it needs to happen. Y'all gonna be disappointed in who it is because y'all been fooled for years. But it's gonna have to happen.
Like, you gonna be disappointed.
So, yeah, exactly. You said it. No means no. If I got multiple friends in the industry that are LGBTQ+. I've had drinks with her.
Okay, I do see a story here from August 30th, 2023. El Paso police lieutenant and a sergeant arrested on sexual harassment allegations. Let's see, 2 police officers were arrested of official oppression. They were charged with official oppression, not sexual harassment. And it says 4 allegedly sexual harassment, but yeah, official oppression. Let's see what the fuck that means. Search. Oh, they popped up Tennessee code. I don't know why they came up. Public servant. Charges for official oppression may be brought only by indictment. This is stupid. Okay, let me go back. Come on, phone. Damn it, it disappeared. It was there at first. Oh, I closed the damn story. I'm sorry, y'all. I hit the wrong button. I was supposed to be looking this word at this term up. We search. What is official? What does it mean? What is official oppression mean? What does? A person is guilty of official oppression if being a public servant and acting with the intention to benefit himself or another or to harm another, he knowingly commits an unauthorized act which purports to be an act of his office or knowingly refrains from performing a duty imposed on him by law or clearly inherent. So they didn't just, wouldn't it have been simpler to just charge these 2 guys with sexual harassment instead of official oppression? They got charged because they were in positions of power as police officers.
I would charge him for assault on my time and patience.
What's the sentence for well, in Texas, where these guys were locked up, the punishment, let's see, what is the punishment for official oppression? A conviction for official oppression is punished by default as a Class A misdemeanor with the maximum fine under Texas state law of up to $4,000 in jail time up to 1 year. 1129. It's not a fucking felony, as this dumbass keeps saying. And that's official oppression, not sexual harassment. They were arrested for allegedly sexual harassment, but in order for it to actually be a charge, they had to get him with official oppression. He ain't no Tyler Perry, whoever you talking about. He's not a government official working in like a position of power, like police officers and senators and things of that nature. Okay, but official oppression for allegedly sexually harassing 2 female officers. 4344 were booked to El Paso and released via the fast track booking program, which allows persons to bond out as quickly as 45 minutes. Damn, I need to go to Texas. El Paso to be exact. You can bond out in 45 minutes? Damn.
It's a Mexican part of Texas, El Paso.
The allegations were brought forward by 2 female police officers prompting an investigation. The investigation revealed disturbing incidents involving explicit requests and coercive behavior. The allegations should not reflect on blah, blah, blah. Surface and Chavez were, where did it go? It disappeared.
El Paso, the home of Eddie Guerrero.
Surface and Chavez were supervisors in the crime scene unit. The lieutenant is accused of making sexual advances, asking for nude photos, and requesting other sexual favors from 2 women subordinates for several years. Surface offered the women promotions, transfers to other units, and even promotion test answers as part of the sexual misconduct. Chavez is accused of knowing about Surface's conduct but doing nothing to report it or stop it. At times, Chavez, who worked in Surface chain of command, enabled the sexual harassment. Blah, blah, blah. Details of the allegations have not been disclosed, yada, yada, yada. So yeah, it is just official depression. And they got paid leave. Texas law includes a public servant acting under the color of their office, yada, yada, yada. Or they're just explaining what it is. $15,000 bond, $75, $100 bonds, what they both had. The risk, and that, blah, whatever.
Castmate and his boyfriend. I don't give a fuck who they sleeping with. I don't give a flying fuck at a rolling donut who these people are sleeping with. How do you treat me as a human being? That's what matters to me. That'll be the only thing that affects how I treat you. If you're respectful of my boundaries, then I can have a drink with you and your girlfriend or you and your boyfriend. I don't care. I don't have heaven to send you to when you leave here. That's God's job to judge you. But what we not gonna do, yeah, we're not gonna try to force. Nah, man. It's taking everything
That's not legal
in me not to air that out.
Why are we sitting here if he ain't gonna tell us?
Everything. I've been carrying this with me for a decade and a half. More.
Yeah, you over a decade and that, sir. You're at 18. We just gonna round it up to 19 because you're only like 14 days away from a new year. So 19 years you've been carrying around, because there would have been no reason for you to start carrying recorders with you in 2005 if you weren't getting harassed back then. And even after you You were harassed to the point where you needed to start carrying recording devices, yet you were still partying with this nigga, getting drunk at his house, going to sleep in his bed, allowing the nigga to come to your house to offer you a job after you ain't even been with him, working for him no more. This makes no sense. It's still like he was the new toy at one point. He enjoyed it, and then he got tossed to the side, and now he in his feelings.
But get off of that subject. It's going to be addressed, and it's going to be addressed soon. And if anybody has a problem with me telling the truth about predators in this industry, then they are truly part of the problem.
48-hour hold for investigation. Where they do 72 in 48, 2 days is the longest they can hold you without charge.
And I'll say that out front, so that way, when certain people who are worried about their work that are tied to this person or whatever, it's because they're selfish and they're worried about work. You can't treat people like that. And when I'm the boss, when I'm CEO, when I can make any TV show and film that I want, people are going to be able to come work with me and know that they don't have to worry about bullshit.
So that's never going to happen. If you were able to do that, you would have already done it by now, and you wouldn't be sitting here crying. In fact, you just told us earlier that you was the boss, and the employees you got on the shows you produce and shit right now, that you already treat them like that. Now you're saying when you're able to.
Did you notice he bigged up himself and victimized himself in the same sentence?
I didn't.
It's a rare one.
I did not see this DM 11 minutes ago. What channel? I don't even know what fucking channel I'm on.
They don't have to worry about opportunities being tied to sexual favors. They don't have to worry about being sexually harassed and intimidated and bullied because they didn't acquiesce to the sexual harassment or the attempted sexual assault.
I'm so tired of harassment and bullying today. Fuck.
Yeah. They're going to be able to show up and work and create amazing and great stuff without that. I was on the show, and if I had done what this actress did, just switching lanes, if I had done what she did, I'd never work again and I'd be in jail. She used to come up and pat me on the jump, like pat my penis, like, ooh, okay, I see that print. And I checked her, I grabbed her hand right away, checked her, like, what the fuck are you doing? I didn't okay, I'll do that shit, I'm going to jail. What are you doing? She did it again. Grabbed her hand, I'm like, stop, that shit ain't funny. We're preparing for a scene. She walks past, cuffs my.
Are you gonna air her out like you doing this nigga? Cause she did the same thing you said he did, yet I don't hear all the anger. And I had asked it, remember I asked it earlier, I said, if it had been a woman doing this to you, would you have the same energy? Now he's telling us that he told her, stop, this ain't cool, but I don't hear all the vitriol. And if you did you say that to the guy when he tried to grab your dick out and slide in bed with you? You say, hey, I'm going to jail. You going to jail.
But man, it's like, oh, you got some girth. When I tell you, had that been a dude, I'd have punched them in their motherfucking mouth.
Stop the cap, nigga, because you said the man tried to grab your dick and he didn't hit you. You said you regret not breaking his bones because you on that time all the time. That nothing happened. You ain't cussed the woman out. You ain't found dude. You just like getting your dick grabbed, I guess.
He asks people, what's the way to stop sexual advancement? His answer,
ladies, if you grab,
let him do it again. Survey says, nope.
Yeah, so ladies, if you just are so inclined to grab my dick, I hope you're doing so to put it out and suck it. Other than that, why are you grabbing it?
Behave like this woman, this particular actress had done. In that moment, I'd be in jail, I'd be canceled, and I would never fucking work again. You don't get to walk past somebody and be like, oh, that's nice, and pat them on their fucking private. What I get to call my job is a blessing, and I
If you're a woman.
love it, and I'm grateful to God about it. Nah, it absolutely wasn't Cheryl Pepsi Riley. Please don't do that. That's my heart. I love her to the moon and back. She's a consummate professional. It was another.
See, that's the thing when you tell these stories and you don't put nobody's name on it. People that you ain't got no beef with it, that's your heart enough, people just start guessing because you ain't gave us no name, sir. Now you getting offended because they trying to guess.
Another project, it was a TV and film project, and she felt entitled to do that bullshit. Now, had I said something and she was higher than me on the call sheet, they would have just wrote me out. I'd have died. I told you, Miguel.
So she was higher than you on the call sheet. This is the bottom of the barrel everywhere you go, huh? You just never the headliner. This is sad. This is so sad. I bet you didn't end up in her house at a day party, drunk in her bed. I bet you didn't invite her over. She was higher up on the list of you. Did you invite her to your house for a job opportunity late night?
He answered no.
Oh, okay.
Survey says.
Number one answer on the board.
Number one answer on the board.
They'd have wrote my character out and killed him off or whatever. And you're like, okay, boom, this is a series regular. I'm 1, 2, 3 on the call sheet. But that's not okay. It's not okay. Y'all wonder why I stay in my fucking dress.
You didn't tell, so it is okay. Anytime you don't tell, that lets the person know that it's okay. If you're on set, we know how sets are. There's a lot of motherfuckers watching. Nobody saw this with this woman, even though she was higher on the call sheet, that there's still people that seen it. Here's the thing, like when you work with companies, movie companies, TV companies, they don't want to be sued and have the liability because she was hired by them. So therefore it happened on their property and all that shit. They would be held liable if you decided to sue. But here it is again, you acting like a bitch, you worried about your job. Instead of your manhood, your integrity, all this shit that you say you care about. In the instances where rubber meets the road, you fold up like a bitch.
So what we gonna say? Because it's bullshit out there, and it's people that don't appreciate and aren't there to honor the opportunity that we have. They're just doing whatever they want to, whatever they feel entitled to. Imagine a man walking past a woman tapping, saying, I see that print poking through. I'm going to jail that very day. But she can do it and continue to work in this industry.
Because you didn't tell.
And if I report her to the female executives that were on that particular show, it's gonna get swept under the rug. They'd already told me, just Christian, just stand here and be pretty. Just stand here and look pretty. Wow, I'm asking about.
So what was your recording device when these executives told you, ignore her grabbing your dick, sir, just stand here and look pretty? What was your recording device then? Because then you got the executives on the hook for covering her behavior.
Certain things in the scene so I can make it make sense to me intellectually. Just stand there and be pretty. So of course I can't trust.
That ain't good on.
Pete, give me a minute. Chill out. I'm venting. Of course I can't trust.
Tucker Carlson is on Rumble.
Yeah. He had a good interview with Kid Rock the other day.
I just found out. I just got an email. You know he was on Rumble.
Stand there and be pretty. That's that bullshit that men told women for decades. So why the entire fuck? Is that okay for you to say that to me when I'm asking you the history of a particular scene so I can make it make sense to me honestly here? So that way when the words exit my spirit, it's honest.
Somebody blowing that nigga up. Like, shut
A
up.
few people calling me right now because they're probably seeing this and they're wondering if I'm actually going to tip the can over, and I want to. I fucking want to so bad because I'm tired of carrying it.
All I want to know is if you wasn't finna give up the goods, why the fuck did you go live?
It was his persuasion agent, PR agent.
This nigga went live to tease us. Nobody likes to tease, sir.
Tired of carrying and having to deal with the bully and the harassment. Years. Not one, not two, not three, more. Years of sexual harassment and attempted sexual assault. And I want to air that shit out so bad.
Now it's attempted.
I'm having a night, clearly. Pretty boys deserve the same respect as the block button. Go fuck yourself. I'm a grown.
See, Bates nigga, your anger is misplaced. You just said the Hollywood execs told you to sit your ass there and look pretty. You ain't tell them to go fuck themselves. But somebody that was trying to empathize with you and saying, pretty boys that got rights just like, said, fuck yourself, nigga. Why you tougher on the nigga in the comments than you was with the nigga that slid in bed with you and tried to grab your dick? You didn't tell him to go fuck himself. In fact, you said you forgave him and tried to dap him up.
Pretty boys deserve the same respect as the block button. Go fuck yourself. I'm a grown ass man. I'm 48. I'm not a pretty boy. Can you hear me now?
But he just told us he was called a pretty boy about how they told him to just stand there and look pretty, nigga. He is all over the place. I'm going to cite this as we call everything a mental health crisis. This is a mental health crisis. He snapped. He's calling out for help.
Can you hear me?
Now he gonna be tough for the nigga online. You was a grown man when dude was trying to touch your booty, and he ain't getting none of the ire that this nigga in the chat just got. And he blocked him. He set up so he could block the nigga.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Oh,
okay, some people can hear me. Can you? Good. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's been. If you know me, then you know I'm a grown man. Don't call me pretty boy. That's bullshit. So yeah, I needed to vent and get some of this out of my system because there's a vitriol that you carry when you deal with this, and there's a trauma that comes with it because you never know. Like, okay, is this eating shit, or is this bullshit? Is this another one of those meetings where you meet with a black billionaire businessman, and while my manager is there, everything is everything. I got my Kinko's presentation with the plastic cover on it. I pay good money on it. Good money. I'm running it down, and you can invest in this, that, and the other. So my manager leaves. He moves into a conference room, and I'm like, okay, it's a conference room. Nothing sketchy about this. Didn't realize that the doors on the side of the conference room right there led into his suite. So about 8 or 10 minutes, I'm nervous. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? What is, okay, you changing? You got to use the bathroom. It's number 2. Cool. He comes back in silk pajamas, silk robe, right as they're delivering strawberries and champagne like this is Pretty Woman or a fucking date.
Writers.
Now, I'm like, wait, whoa, this ain't that. I'm not him, and this ain't that. I'd love for you to invest in my company. He probably should have, because he would own a piece of all the Queen's Men. The books have already sold. The 6 or 8 books.
Well, at least they're unionized.
Yeah, so instead of you getting up and walking out, you tell the people that are bringing the shit in, I ain't him. They would know you're not him if you walked out.
I'm about to release.
How you keep finding all these gay men? That's the question I got. Like, so everybody you've done business with in Hollywood was gay and wanted your dick. That's what you telling us. Maybe you should find some female investors in direct. Well, no, you said the female was a bigger actor than you and was grabbing your dick.
All of that, he would have had a piece of all of that monetarily, but he didn't. He was thinking with his dick. And
if you went to him to help you with your business venture, clearly he got more money than you, so he don't care about the money that you claim you made.
yeah, he came back in, grabbed a strawberry, sat down, and I was like, yeah, I'm leaving. You got my presentation, I'm going. He's like, are you sure? I said, yeah. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure. He's like, are you sure? That second, are you sure, means if you don't stay and do what I want, you're not going to get what you're hoping for. Now, this particular...
It's okay, baby. My baby's up. She having her little baby emergency. You know what I'm saying, people? Well, bye, people. It's okay, I'm not mad. Give me a kiss.
Tell her what to bed too.
It's okay.
All right, people. Have a good night.
All right, we out, y'all.
We out. Peace.
Yeah.
Whole team shining, we stars, Big Dipper. Get a lot of haystack gang in the sip. Niggas ain't real, nigga. You gotta feel me, nigga. Smile in my face behind my back, you trying to kill me, nigga. You say you got beef, then what you wanna do? You screaming, fuck me, nah, nigga, fuck you. You ain't hard at me. Couple kick dough, couple robberies. Nigga get extorted, get aborted, he don't pay the fee. Posted in the north, got the 2 to 4 recipe. I be cooking chicken bit, not talking rotisserie. I got all my hater man, I know that they sick of me. Who the fuck he think he is, motherfucker MB3? I honestly pay him no attention. They up under me. Haters call me Visa cause I'm everywhere they wanna be. Ladies, man, catch me with more honeys than a bumblebee. Say she got a husband, but she always wanna suck the D. State gang, true sipper, who these niggas wanna be. I've been getting money since a younger. I've been pushing peace, stay strapped. Gotta watch your back when you're in the streets. Friends turn to foes, never know who your enemy. I was in Detroit, he ain't keep the same energy. West side down the slide, I don't think he feeling me. I was on some demon time, nigga talking about killing me. They no business, let's see all that shit that you gon' do to me. Come outside, why you scared? I thought that you been a G. We don't bluff, we pulling up, we different down in Tennessee. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white square, been serving them on the same block. Timepiece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white square, been serving them on the same block. Timepiece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. I got an old school bitch, call her Aretha. Shawty so fine, shawty she a keeper. Smoke that reefer, preferred by the quarter. I do this for my kids, my sons and my daughter. Get treated like a king. Hoes call me sire. One look like Lotto, the other look like Maya. My plug, he ain't playing, he only talking the numbers. I cop it, whip it, and ship it. My money coming in bundles. Different flavors of kush, orange, grape, and apple. If a nigga trap me, it's gonna be a disaster. Dope money and bitches, pimp robbers and snitches. It's all in my hood. My homies say that I'm gifted, I really can't complain. Shit starting to change, a product of my environment. Tell me who can I blame? Neck like a glacier, bought my shawty a bracelet. Money go get her, that's why these niggas be hating. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Timepiece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. If it really get it, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white square, been serving them on the same block. Giant beast with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. If it really get it, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white square, been serving them on the same block. Giant beast with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. If it really get it, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Giant beast with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Whole team shining, we stars, big dipper. Get a lot of hate, state gang in the sip.